All right, so here we go. Blueprints. Let's get into it, shall we? In association with Raw Fury. This game was made with raw fury. And we're really getting into it. Ooh, it also sounds like a dark and stormy night here. This is perfect. Oh gosh, who's this? What an interesting looking man. What an...
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Ooh, okay.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
But wait, how does that make any sense?
The room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner.
Okay.
Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Herbert S. Sinclair. Oil tycoon and extraordinaire. He's definitely an oil tycoon. He's some kind of wealthy businessman in the 70s, 60s to have a place like this. Come on. He's got to be an oil tycoon. Maybe he's a steel guy. Day one. I take it that's me. I have a very Jumanji jungle vibe look going on. Okay. Oh, is this us? Are we in? Oh, this is us. We're in. Okay, so there's our story. Man, what a view. Holy cow. The grounds. This is gorgeous. Okay, so then that's the gist that I didn't know before going into this. So it looks like our grand uncle has passed. He has willed to us his mansion, on top of our manor, on top of Mount Holly, and all the land around it. And we have to find the secret 46 room in his 45 room estate. Which, first of all, 45 rooms. Can we talk about that for a second? That's fucking crazy. That's insane. Do you know how... We're not going to get into it, but still, this guy's wealthy. Or was. Was wealthy. All right, so we're in the entrance hall. It says rank 1. I don't know what that means, but rank 1. I do notice in the top left, it says 48. It has like little footstep icons. That was at 50. I noticed that went down. So we might be limited in the amount of steps we can take. Maybe in a day, since it said day 1. So I might have burned some steps already. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as I did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intention in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of the commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, But it's very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. It's a roguelike? It's a roguelike? It's a deck builder roguelike, Slay the Spire 2.0. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. My grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and best wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Interesting. And here is a Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and an inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Cool. All right, Mount Holly Estate, day 1, inventory, call it a day. So we're in the entrance hall currently. Here is the antechamber. What is the antechamber? From its root, meaning the room before, all signs and paths point toward the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. Okay, so that's connected to room 46, but it in itself isn't room 46. Good to know. Okay, cool. So we're looking for room 46. So it sounds like the rooms change every day, but we will likely be getting clues on previous days to help us learn come next day, progressing through the rooms. And funny enough, my first time when I heard that, when I was reading that, was, how the hell do you live in this place? We're going to live here, right? If we accomplish the challenge and get the manor bequeathed to us. Imagine you wake up in your bedroom. You're like, man, I need a glass of water from the kitchen. You go stumbling through the room. You open the door. What the hell? This is the laundry room. Where's the kitchen? Close the door. Go to the door. Open it. No, that's the garage. That's not right. Takes you 30 minutes to find the kitchen. Oh, finally, the kitchen. Now, how do I get back to my room? That sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, it's a nice, expensive mansion. Doesn't matter if you can't get through the damn place. Oh, God, these hiccups. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. When you no longer have any steps left, you'll be too tired to continue searching in the manor and must call it a day. Okay. That explains that. All right, that appears to be it for the entrance hall here. Should we pick a door and continue through? Oh gosh, these hiccups are gonna kill me. Let me try to hold my breath again. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That didn't help. As soon as I exhaled, I hiccuped. All right, whatever. We're just gonna power through it. All right, we have 3 doors. Which 3 doors am I feeling? I'm feeling like the obvious thing is go straight forward. Everyone takes the center door. Of course they would. But no, I'm going to go lucky left. Good old lucky left. Give it to me. Ooh. Okay. Select a room to draft. Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Closet, 2 items. Hallway. Okay, so I guess we pick the kind of room that comes up. That's interesting. Let's do bedroom, I guess. We'll get some steps back. All right, proceed into the bedroom. Cool. All right, let's look around. Greetings from Reddington. That's it? There's no back? Okay. Cool. Got a cabinet. Got a statue of a hand. It's kind of sick. Neat top hat. We got a picture of a crowbar. Some interesting wall art. We got a massive pawn. Got all kinds of art. Okay. We supposed to be looking for something? Oh, box. This trunk is locked. Okay. Where's the key? Is there a key? She's pretty. Is that my grandmama? My grandmama? Oh, dear grandmama. Can I open shelves? No. Can I open this bookcase? Doesn't seem like it. All right, let's just continue forward then. Okay, so it looks like we're just going to continue to just create rooms. This is interesting. All right, so we have the option between a lavatory, which doesn't really, I don't know if that would give me anything. A guest room, which gives me 10 steps, which is nice. Awesome, nice. Or a pantry, which gives me 4 coins. I don't know if we can buy stuff. Maybe there's like is there like a roguelike style shop in the manor? I can buy things from my personal store within the house. I'm gonna go guest room, just because I can get even more steps, which seems like it'd be a good thing to have. It has no doors though, so this effectively now I've created a dead end, which is not ideal, but it's fine, I guess. We do have a note waiting for us, and we have keys. A spare set of car keys. Oh, that's cool. Okay, could be helpful. So can I open furniture? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like I just have to look around the room for things that are already in the room. Sinclair, so I wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a fun time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL. Well, it did not, KL. It did not. Okay, pressing R gives me an overview of the room. Type, bedroom, dead end. Rarity, commonplace. Drafted 1 time. So here's the directory. Oh, it's all different kinds of rooms you can draft. Okay, that's cool. There's bedrooms, there's hallways, there's green rooms, there's shops, and there's red rooms. So there is shops. There are stores inside this man. What kind of house is this, man? Sinclair, we gotta talk, brother. This is an interesting house you have here. Wait a second. Did I just see that right? Wait, what? When I'm entering the bedroom right here, I keep getting a +2 on steps. Can I farm steps? Is that supposed to do that? I don't get a +10 when I come back in here. But I keep stepping into the bedroom here and I keep getting additional steps. Oh no, okay, never mind. The numbers are remaining about the same, so it's not really farming anything. Okay, well I guess then we'll go straight. Okay, then we've got a storeroom, a nook, and a parlor. I do love a good nook. I do love a good reading nook. I do. But let's see. So now I know that you can get dead ends. So these two would give me alternative doors to go through, which would be nice. I like to keep exploring. But the storeroom gives me a key, some kind of diamond or a rare object, and some coins. Although I think I'm gonna take the nook. I love a good nook, and it does give me another way out. Excuse me, I keep hiccuping. Another way out plus a key and another way out. All right, here's the key. I'll take that. So now I just have a key. That's cool. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Does that mean like in real life? Like, I actually had heard that prior to going to this game. One other thing I had heard was that people do like take in-depth notes for this game. I don't know how hard this game is going to be, but I've heard people have been taking crazy notes. So we're just going to go through it, and I'm not going to take any notes to start. And I'll see maybe if that like changes as I go through. Excuse me. This trunk is locked. We can use a key on it. Let's try a key on it. What do we get? Another key. Oh, a bunch of keys. Oh, that's awesome. Wait, that's great. Okay, cool. Then if we have a spare key, we should go back now. Let's go back into the guest bedroom. Or nope, I messed up. It was just the regular bedroom. This had this chest in it. Put a key in this. Ooh, what do we have here? A hobbyist lockpick kit. Will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Sounds pretty good. I'll take it. These mods are going to be the death of me. 800 something mods are downloading for Fallout 4, Thomas. Jesus. That sounds awful. Why do you need that many mods? That sounds like hell. Cheers, by the way. Cheers. Why do you have to download 800 mods at once? That sounds like crazy. That's a lot of mods, man. A lot of mods. Okay. Back in here. Can I jump up here? No. Let me... Or, you know what? I think we got everything in here. Let's continue forward. Let's do... Can do a spare room. Can do a lavatory. Let's do a pantry, because a pantry at least has another door. Wait. Oh, I just realized something, though. The way we orient these rooms matters. Oh, I didn't think of that. Like, because now this pantry is just going to run back into this room down here. And if this room down here ends up being a dead end or curves back into the pantry, then we can't continue forward. Oh, wow. That actually makes this way more complex than I thought it was. I see. I'm understanding now. Okay. Got some coins. That's cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'll take it. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Well, here's one of the apples. Plus 2 steps. Nice. Okay. Anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. Seems pretty bare bones, pretty empty. All right, so now we can have a room in here. So let's see. We could do a hallway, a parlor, or a den. I'm leaning towards a den because this would connect to the main entrance hall and give us an exit to our left, because the way we're oriented on the map, we looped around. So the left would be the way we want to go. Let's do a den. That would give me something. That would give me a rare object. Ooh, this is cozy. I like this. See, now this connects back to the entrance hall. Nice. Okay, cool. This is cozy. I like this a lot. I love a good den. I love a good nook, and I love a good den. I had 900 something, but the original collection doesn't work anymore. Oh, that sucks. Still has a lot of mods, though, isn't it? Like, damn, man. 900 mods? Do you really need that many? Maybe you do. I don't know. I'm just wondering. That's a lot. I've never used mods on my Fallout Skyrim playthroughs, so I know I need to, but I just haven't done it before. All right, we found a rare gemstone in the den here. Just cool. Doesn't seem like there's really anything else of note that I can tell at least, so I'm gonna continue on. Oh, now we're seeing some rooms require gems. Gem requirement for the kitchen, which has food for sale. Interesting. Well, I'm going to obviously do that one, I think, because the lavatory and the storeroom will both be dead ends, which would, I think, end our day because we couldn't go anywhere. So I'm going to go kitchen, which will use up our gem. That's totally fine. Oh, that's so cool because it borders the outside. It actually has a window up. Oh, that's neat. I like that. What is this, a menu? The main course is served only in the dining room. Okay. So it tells us what the main course is. We have to go find it, basically. But in the meantime, we can buy some bananas, a club sandwich, and some tomato soup. Okay. Interesting. We only have 4 coins, so I can only afford a banana. Or 2. It looks like these come with bonuses, though. More steps, for depending on what it is. And then tomato soup gives you plus 5 steps for every red room in your house. Well, I have 0 right now, I think. Let me double check. Yes, I have 0 red rooms. The lavatories have been red so far, but I haven't gotten one. So I'll take a banana. Thank you very much. And I'll be on my way. I will be on my way. Thank you kindly. I'm not going to lie. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough, but so far I'm not really sure why you need notes for this. This seems pretty straightforward so far. You just got to keep putting together rooms that get you further into the mansion. Seems, straightforward enough to me, but let's keep it moving. All right, let's go to the parlor. get us a puzzle piece, whatever that means, and keeps us going forward. Ooh, this is interesting. We've got 3 boxes with notes on top. Before I open them, or try to open them, is there anything else in here? There is a crank. Wind-up key. Component for the parlor game. Okay, well, we are in the parlor, right? Yes, we are. Had to double check that. I had already forgotten. Dear Herbert. This is on May the 2nd. That's almost close to when it is today. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had last seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we have both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I have mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I have played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write excuse me, these hiccups are killing me. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you would need to share with your guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Oh gosh. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Okay. I can't get these hiccups to go away. Ugh. There will always be at least... Hold on. Did I out for a second? I think I did. I think I done lagged out for a second. We should be back though. I think we're okay. I think we're good. Okay. I think we're good. We might have lagged out for a second because my chat room just refreshed, but should be good. Okay. Anyways, there will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Oh, I love games like this. This should be fun. This should be fun. Okay, is there anything else in the room while I'm here? I'm just looking. I don't see anything. No. There's our guy, Mr. Sinclair. Henry Sinclair. Okay, so we've got 3 boxes. This box is the white box. That is not correct. This box is the black box. That's not correct. The blue box contains the gems. Okay. So it seems that the blue box is the answer. At least that's what it would seem to me. One box displays only true statements. One box displays only false statements. Only one box has the prize within. So one box is true, one box is false. Did it say only one is true and only one is false? No, it says at least one box for each, meaning there could be 2 true, 2 false, and 1 true, 1 false to go with it. In this case, this is false. We can see that, and this is also false. So that means this one has to be true, meaning the blue box has to be the answer. So I'm going with the blue box. Put in the crank. Open the box. Does it have the gems? It does. There we go. All right. That was an easy version of that game. I imagine it gets harder because once we get further in. Wait, what happened here? Wait. I thought it was a doorway. It's blocked off. What? What happened? Why is the... Oh, because I messed up. I picked the wrong room. I didn't realize it was going to go back into the pantry. Oh, damn. I should have looked at my map before I did that. Oh, I screwed up. Dang it, that sucks. I totally messed up. All right, well, I mean, in that case, you might have to restart the day already. Or at least call today, end today at least, because I think we can't do anything else now, because we can't further go on. So I think I've goofed. I think I've done goofed up and gaffed. That's unfortunate. We've got so much steps left that I could keep going, but I can't. Bummer. These are gems. We talk about special floor plans. And we've got gold coins, which we can use in shop rooms. Okay. All right. We're going to call it a day, I guess, because we can't do anything else because I've run out of space. Tess. Hey, how's it going? Hello. Welcome. How are you? So good to see you. Hope you're having an awesome day. So glad you could join us. We are playing a fun new puzzle game called Blueprints. It's a very new game. A lot of people are playing it. It's a game I've been looking forward to quite a bit since I first heard about it a few weeks ago. And we've only just started our first day of the game, and I have the hiccups, by the way. I'm struggling to get rid of them, and I'm trying my best. What's this? Can I go this way? No, it's locked. Damn. Seems that the gate is locked. I'm good. I'm really playing Dark Souls 3. I'm ready to jump off a cliff. Yeah, it sounds about right. That sounds about right. Well, good luck. Good luck. Try not to do that. That's gonna be my advice to you. Try not to jump off that cliff. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I believe. All right. Well, since we can't continue any further in the mansion because the rooms are all used up, I want to explore a little bit. And it looks like we can leave the manor actually a decent bit and kind of walk around. So let's do some walking, shall we, and see if we can go anywhere. It's more bird bass. What is this? We can actually go pretty far from the manor. This is interesting. Whose tent is this? The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your granduncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call today at any time from the blueprint menu tab to return to the campsite for the night. Oh, this is where I'm sleeping. Oh, I see. Is that Squidward in there? Is that a stuffed animal Squidward? That's awesome. Okay, so this is where I'm staying. I'm staying like a good ways down the road. Fair enough, I guess. What's this? There's a little orchard back here. That's kind of neat. This is cool. I didn't think we'd be like venturing outside of the manor like this. And this appears to be an elevator of sorts, I'm guessing. That goes probably like down into a mine or something. I don't know. We can't go in there, it looks like. Okay. I hate that this lock is going to keep me out of this orchard when it's like, dude, you could just hop the fence, Simon. You can just hop the fence, man. It would be so easy. Okay, so we're going to be needing a 4-digit combo to get into the orchard here. I don't know that combo, but I do see now why you might need to take notes for things like this. Like if I find this combo in the mansion, I would have to write it down and then maybe come use it on a different day at the orchard here. So already I can see one way why I would maybe need, excuse me, to be taking notes. Got it. And here's what I'll do. I actually have a journal just off camera here that I write in. I try to write it in it every day, but I don't at all. I write in it kind of just when it comes to me. I try and write it in. I want to write it in it every day, but I don't do that. I write it in it whenever I'm feeling like it. So this is a journal I used to write in. I'm going to use this also to put notes in if I find useful notes that I think should be noted. Notes that should be noted. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use this as a note-taking device as we play through the game. That will be what I do. That is what I shall do. That is what I shall do. I'll have this right here just in case. I have this nice fountain pen I use with it, but I'm not going to use it because the fountain pen smears ink everywhere and it's a total mess if you're not writing delicately. So I'm going to not use my fountain pen and just use a regular pen so it doesn't make a mess. Okay, so I'll keep that on the side if we need it. Other than that, that seems to be everything I can do for day one here since I messed up our track. So I'm going to call it a day. Tomorrow you will wake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Oh, your inventory also resets. That's interesting. Well, nothing else we can do, so we're forced to do it. So let's go ahead. I'm 1 foot over the edge. Hang in there, Tess. Power through. Beat that next boss. Beat that next boss. Overcome. Persevere. That was like me playing Elden Ring, man. I was falling apart playing that game. It was awful. Great game, but just awful time. At times, it's awful. All right, so Mount Holly Humble Bungalow, day 1. We got to 9 rooms. We had a rank reach of 1, took 35 steps, and found 2 items. Overall, a pretty poor performance, probably. But we will do better. We will learn. We will grow. We will excel. All right, day 2. Day 2. I like this, the way the days start. It's like camera zoom in. It's fun. All right, day 2. We are back. I have since learned from my mistakes of day 1. Let us try again for day 2. All right, this is the exact same advice I got from the letter on day 1. Is this the same thing for the exhausting? Yes, it is. All right, cool. All right, now I know what to do differently here. Let's go to the central room and be on our way. Chapel. When you enter the chapel, lose 1 gold. But if I have no gold, then essentially I can't lose anything. So it sounds like a win-win. So I can do the chapel and lose 1 gold, but I get a red room, which we've now learned red rooms are good to have in some cases because some scenarios they'll give you bonuses. Or I can go with a parlor or a den. Parlor gives me another one of the chess puzzles. A den gives me a gem. I've done a parlor and den before. I'd like the gem of the puzzle, but just for the sake of it, I'd like to check out the chapel. A new room, so I'd like to check it out and see what it's got. Chapel it says it's rank 2. I imagine rank 2 just means that we are like rank 2, rank 3, rank 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So each row is a rank. I'm gonna guess. Okay, so here's the chapel, looking very holy, looking very religious of some kind. Is there any items in the chapel for me to take, to use? Does not seem like it. I'm noticing a lot of chess pieces around the house. Anyone else notice that? We've seen like a pawn, we've seen a rook, we've seen a bishop. I'm curious if that means anything. From what I've heard of this game, it might. With all like the note taking and stuff, it might mean something. I'm not sure. We'll find out soon enough. I'm guessing. Okay, where is this on our blueprint? This is this room to the left here. So in that case, oh, see, I should have had this up the whole time. See, now I can like see what I'm putting down and how like it's gonna affect the rooms around it. In that case, let's do a pantry could be good to get some money. But hallway opens up more opportunities, I guess. So let's do a hallway. Let's do a hallway. Got a hallway. Oh, we've got a note. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Interesting. Well, I'm in the west wing. So I guess we'll see if that's that rings true. I imagine if that's true, that this door might be locked. It's not. Let's go. Nice. Okay, closet's a dead end, but we get 2 items. Storeroom's a dead end, but we get a bunch of stuff. Nook is not a dead end. Actually, Nook would basically be a dead end because yes, it would get us another room on the left, but that puts us into a corner kind of, which doesn't really help us all that much. In that case, I might just do a storeroom because it'll get us the most stuff. I was going to try and back out, but it seems like once you've drawn floor plans, you must select one to draft. Okay. Got it. Interesting. We have to pick a floor plan no matter what. We can't back out. I'm leaning towards storeroom, but at the same time, I might go closet and just get some items. That could be interesting. No, let's go storeroom. I want to get a gem and a key just in case I bump into a locked door or like a room that needs a gem. So, got a key. Got a gem. See, another pawn. Another chess piece. That's a rocking chair. Oh, what is this? And perhaps what is this? A broken lever. Could prove to be useful. Okay. What's this on the wall? It looks like it looks like our blueprints actually. Just turn to the side. And funny enough, it if you look at the map, it lines perfectly with where this room is placed on our map. It's almost like they knew. Who is they? I don't know, but they did in fact know. They knew something. They knew something. All right, I don't see anything else in here, so let's go back out. Any items on these benches? Flower pot. Got some lovely pictures of some stairs and some stars. Cool, cool. All right, what are we putting in here? This room leads to the bedroom that is next to the entrance hall. Or, excuse me, it is the room next to the entrance hall. Okay. So we could do a guest bedroom. We could do a regular bedroom. Let's do... Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning already. I think I'm yawning because my fan's on and it's making me cold. Let me turn this off real quick. Hold on. I've had fans on like the last few days straight because our AC in my upstairs of my house is broken. And that is God, these hiccups are still not gone. It's been like 30 minutes. The AC's been broken, so it's been so hot. But thankfully, it's finally cooling down. So it's a little more tolerable. A little more tolerable. Thank God. Excuse me. All right. Let's do... I'm leaning towards a pantry. Just to get some moolah, some money. But also some extra steps from the guest bedroom would be kind of nice. You know what? Screw it. I want the guest bedroom. I want to be able to explore as much as possible to make up for the bad day we had yesterday. So let's do that. Get in the gym. Nice. Get this note here. Now, is this note going to be the same as the one we just read? It appears that it is. It's from KL, talking about the billiard room and the mathematical puzzle. Lord Evanson. Yeah, same note. Okay, so the note's the same. We got a gem out of it. Excuse me. We got some pictures on the wall of a crowbar and someone praying. So, cool. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Ooh, careful. I'm glad I remembered. The chapel, whenever you enter it, you lose a coin. I have a coin. I don't want to lose it. And I'm forced to. I screwed up. I screwed up. I have to lose it. I have to go back through here. And there goes my coin. No! I'm not that charitable. Damn it. No. All right. Ooh, this is getting interesting. We've got a closet, which I'm not taking because these are way more fun. We've got a secret passage, which leads to a room of color of your choice, or a passageway, which is a 4-way. Oh, that's pretty good. So if we do a passageway, that connects in every direction, which is super nice. Or we can do a secret passage, which just goes straight. We get a room of color of our choice. The secret passage would be fun, but I'm going to go passageway because this opens up a lot more possibilities, which I think is very important for us right now, to just explore as much as we can. Right? Right. So, first things first, we're going to go right and just connect the room back to the right of the entrance hall to see what this would be. Whoa. This is cool. You've got some new color rooms, which are yellow rooms. We've got a dark room, first of all, which you cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Commissary, which has items for sale. And a laundry room, which launders currency? Or launder currency? I don't know what that means. If like that means money, excuse me, are we doing money laundering in this manner? Are we committing money laundering? Interesting. I'm super curious to check out the laundry room, but unfortunately we can't. I am forced to check out the dark room because I don't have any gems to afford either of these. So we're going to go dark room. Which looks awesome. Feels super... Whoa. Why are the lights off? Can someone turn the lights back on, please? This is supposed to be a horror game, man. What the hell? Why are the lights off? Okay, I'm not seeing anything in here we can take. I'm trying to look around and be diligent, though. No, it seems empty. Okay, let's go next. Okay, so we can't see what rooms these are, but we can only take one because of the gem requirement. So we'll take the one on the left. Which ended up being a closet. Okay, what did we get out of it? We got a single ivory die. While drafting, you may use a die to roll new floor plans. Oh, that's cool. And we got a gem. Cool. Nice, nice. Anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. A rather unassuming closet, if I do say so myself. All right, cool. So that's cool. We got a die out of that, which is fun. Let's head back into the passageways and let's go this way, to the right. We will draft here. We will draft I'd like to be able to go to the left, and the only thing that presents that opportunity to me is a den. And it gives me a gem, which we kind of need. So let's go den. Let's go to the den. In the den, we can grab our gemstone on the center table here. Boom. Look for anything else of consequence. Yes, yes. Nothing else really. We can't go to the right because that hits the closet, which we can't go burrowing through. So we'll go to the left. That's one thing we can do. Now, we have a nook, a corridor, and a kitchen. I'm leaning towards corridor. Corridor is always left unlocked. Meaning what? Does that mean rooms can get locked after you've been through them? So someone's sneaking around behind us as we enter these rooms and it's like, all right, I'm going to lock them out now. Or it just means that I guess the doors in it will never be locked on us. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm going to pick a corridor because I don't care about a kitchen that much. Right now, at least. Very beautiful outside. Very pretty. We've reached rank 3. It says in the bottom right. We got corridor rank 3, which is pretty great. That's awesome. Awesome. Anything in here items-wise? Doesn't really seem like it. I'm also just realizing that my face kind of covers the... Excuse me. The blueprint diagram here as I get further into it. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about it because it's going to cover at least some part of it. There's nowhere I can put my face that isn't like ideal. So we're just going to roll with it. We're just going to roll with it. All right. Next set of rooms. We've got a lavatory. How are these hiccups not gone? These hiccups are still going on. It's crazy. Ugh. Okay. We've got a commissary, a pantry, or a lavatory. I'm going to go commissary. Just because I'm curious. What is in here? We got a trash can. Ooh. What is this? What is this saying? Dirigiblocks? Dirigiblocks. Can I play the game? Come on, let me play a game. Let me play a little bit. Let me get a few rounds. No? No? Alright, whatever. Whatever, man. I didn't even want to play. What is this? The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. Okay. Without. That looks like a sand dune, and that's like the word. That is an ampersand. I think it's an ampersand. I don't know what that thing is called. Staff notice. Effective for first week of December, payroll for a live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password that has been scratched out, but it starts with an S. Starts with an S. Okay, interesting. Annual May Day sale. 2 days only. All items are 50% off. All staff welcome. Day 20 and 21. Mount Holly Commissary. I know. Okay, I guess a 45, technically 46 with the secret room. A 46 room manor is quite big, so it would require some staff to upkeep it. But like, we've got blockbuster sales for a mansion. A mansion has its own blockbuster deals like it's Macy's, dude. I feel like I'm in Lowe's right now. This is wild. Ancient M. Okay, so 50% off on items on the 20th and 21st. Guess that's good to note. Oh, this is cool. So the commissary, we can buy like actual items to use. Like a sledgehammer or a shovel, a compass, or a salt shaker. How does each of these help? I don't really know. It doesn't matter because I can't afford any of them. Doesn't matter because I can't afford a single one. And in that case, we will continue on. The door is locked. Well, then let me unlock it. All right, what do we got? We've got another kitchen, a spare room or security room. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Oh, that's pretty good. See every item that is in the house, to know if we missed one, to know what there could be in a room. That's nice. Where would this be? Be right there. So yeah, let's do security. Let's do a security room. Whoa, what's happening? I know we're gonna get a cutscene. What's going on? My God, this has a very ominous feel to it. Feels like we're somewhere we're not supposed to be. Oh, this has such an ominous undertone. I feel like it's so cool. I can see everyone. No one can hide. Or maybe better yet, does it mean that we're being watched? Someone's watching us. Oh. Hey, that's me. Hey, that's me. That's me right there in the monitor. I wonder if the monitor tracks me in real time. Oh, it doesn't. It stays. Oh. Oh, it does. It does. It's just, it like does it. It like takes a second to refresh. Oh, wow. That's trippy. That's so cool. Okay. So we've got a security room. What is this? Blue memos equal true. Red memos equal lies. Okay. Blue is true. Red is lies. Sure. All right. Oh, we've got a terminal. Welcome to Mount High Security. Press enter. We can view the estate inventory. We can use the key card system, log into the network, or exit. Let's view the estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. The list will be updated as new rooms are added. It's got 0 fruit, 0 gems, 0 keys, 0 coins. I've not missed anything because I've been very diligent, of course. What about logging into, or what about the key card system? Security doors are doors within the estate. They can only be unlocked with an electronic key card. The key card system is currently operational. Can we turn it off so that we can just open them no matter what? Security level is set to medium. Offline mode is locked. What if we set security level? The security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. Should you expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting? Why would I want to see more doors that are harder to get into? That's confusing. Let's put it on low then. And then what about offline mode? This mode determines the default setting that the security doors will be set to if the power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, all fly mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. There's no staff working, I don't think. I guess I'll put them at unlocked. Sure. I don't really know what this has to do with anything, but all right. We'll go back to the menu, and then what about logging into the network? We need the terminal password. We don't know the terminal password, so we'll have to come back to that. Alrighty then. Cool. Anything else in here? There's a door there. There's a door on the left. Got some good old coffee. Some delicious looking coffee. Got some tapes. I don't know what kind of audio you guys recording here, but that's cool. That's cool. All right, let's go to the left, I guess. We've got a utility closet that has a breaker box. We've got a bedroom. We've got another nook. Let's do. I want to be able to get to the right. So let's do a nook. Just so we can continue to the right side. Enter the nook, get a key. There's the rook that I mentioned earlier. There's a jukebox. Books. Talking about we should be taking notes. So far, I don't think I have a need to take notes, but maybe I will later. Now, I would like to continue going straight ideally, so I might do the spare room. Matter of fact, I'm definitely doing the spare room. Yeah. Because then we can keep going straight to the left, which is where we don't really have a lot of ability to go through. So let's do that. Spare room, anything in here? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Nothing. All right, keep going. Now we got... I'd like to keep going straight again, so we get like a loop through this entire rank, the entirety of like the third rank here, but... that's fine. We'll do a bedroom, I guess, so it curves up into the right. The north part of the map, so we'll do that. We got a bedroom. We've got greeting from Reddington. Yes. We've got, ooh, an apple. Nice. Take that. There's no chest this time. Interesting. All right. Seems pretty empty, so let's get going. All right, now what? Let's see. We can't do a nursery. We could do a pantry. We could do a boudoir. Let's do a boudoir. I don't know why, but let's do one. Sure, why not? Seems fun. Anything in the boudoir? Oh, yeah. Is that a picture for me? I like that? Yes. Ooh, it's Christmas. That's fun. Got a Christmas tree. Got like a little mannequin, some presents. Got a massive safe as a gift. That's cool. Seems interesting. I don't really know what that has to do with anything, but cool. Got a very pretty ballerina. Oh, I found the safe. Oh, it was hidden behind the wall. I don't know the combo, though. I don't know the combination. Is it hidden in the photo somehow? Maybe is there somewhere to see in the photos if the combination's in here? Any secret hidden numbers, perhaps? Doesn't seem like it. I imagine the combination will be in a different room. So we'll probably have to go looking for that. So we'll keep an eye out for a safe combo. Now, all right, what do we got here? We've got a utility closet as a breaker box, a bunk room, which has, this room counts as 2 bedrooms, and a rumpus room. What is a rumpus room? I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but it sounds right, just to call it a rumpus room. I'd love to try the rumpus room, but we can't because we don't have any gems. And also, if I did do that, that would dead end me running into the security room wall. But the other rooms are also dead ends. So I'm tempted to use my dice here. Because I'd like to turn left and keep going towards the antechamber. So I'm using the dice. Ooh. Observatory. 1 star for each time you've drafted the observatory. That's cool. I can't use it, and it wouldn't be useful to use it. So the only option here is the parlor. I want to go to the left. We'll go with the parlor. We've been in the parlor before, so I know what to expect here. Should be the same old note about the boxes. We have the box crank. Let's make sure the clues are the same as last time. At least one box will display is true. At least one box will display false. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. Okay, so that part is true. Let's see if the clues are the same as last time. I doubt it. You are in the parlor. That is true. This box is empty. We don't know if that's true or not. This box is blue. Or excuse me, the blue box is true. That is true. So this is true, and this is true, meaning this has to be false. That this box is not empty, meaning I'm taking the white box. Aha! Give me my gems. Thank you kindly, good sir. Good sir. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's continue on. All right, now we've unlocked green rooms. Interesting. Okay, so now we're trying to look to go in any direction here we can go. So we've got a walk-in closet, which gives me 4 items, but it dead ends, so I'm not too fond of that. We've got a conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Oh, that's kind of cool. That seems really good, actually. And then we have a courtyard, which has a gem requirement. Doesn't have any special properties to it, but it does give me 3 entrances. But I also would get that in the conference room, and it also gives me a special, it gives me something special, which give me additional bringing items to the room. So let's do the conference room. That seems like it'd be beneficial to me. So there should be some items in the room for me, to my understanding. We have a note. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Oh, so items will show up here in the future. They're not going to yet because I've not spread any items. I understand. I see. I just had the worst crash out of my life. I actually quit the game. Yeah, Dark Souls will do that too. That makes sense. Oh, the safe code. We found it. 9083. Oh, sick. Found the code of the safe. 9083. What is this? Oh, it's one of the security doors. Well, I don't have the key card, so I can't go through there yet. That's unfortunate. Hang in there, Tess. Hang in there. That is Dark Souls for you. It is hell. You should try Blueprints here. This game I'm playing. I'm having a great time. It's very relaxing. I'm solving puzzles. I feel like I'm actually doing something. It's really fun. It's great. Good old Dark Souls, making you pull your hair out since day one. Since day one, baby. All right, well, I've got my safe code 9083. So let's go. I want to go back and use it actually. Now I need to remember what room that was. That was the boudoir, this room right here. So I need to go back to the parlor and then back out. So it's just over this way. God, the way there's like no music playing, I get like super spooky vibes. That should have worked. 9083. What? 9083. Did I get the combo wrong? Maybe I got the combination wrong. This is wasting steps to do this, so it's not great that I forgot it, but I have to check again. Yeah, 9083. Safe code 9083. What? Why you no work, game? Why you no work? Here's a safe. 9083. Enter. What? I'm so confused. Why does the fucker keep pushing me off the cliff? Like, fuck off. Try it bacon. Backwards? What the fuck? I don't know what that means. Try it, bacon. 9083. Do you mean backwards for my combo? Are you talking about the save here? Or are you talking about Dark Souls still? I guess let me try something else. So we got 0983. What if I did 3809? 0983. 8903. 3980. 3908. Okay, I don't understand. It said save combo. I put it in. It didn't open. I feel like that should be it. Unless there's more than one save this could be referring to, which I guess that could be the case. A little bizarre if you ask me, but all right, whatever. Fine, whatever, man. All right, so be it. Let's continue on. All right, we have another rumpus room. A lavatory and a dining room. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're not quite at rank 8, but we're getting there. So this could be useful later down the line. I could also go for the rumpus room and get +8 coins, which is super nice. It only costs 1 gem. I think I'm going to do that because that sounds like it'd be pretty helpful. So let's do the rumpus room. All right, we've entered the rumpus room. Yo, check out this guy. It's like it's like that game you play on the. It's like the game people would always play on the internet, like back in the day. It's like the guy who would like guess characters from movies and TV shows. The Akinator. The Akinator. It's like the Akinator. Is this the real life Akinator? You do not have any coins. Oh no! I want to play the Akinator game. I wanted to have him guess the character I was thinking of. All right. Oh wait, here's my coins. Now I have some. Oh wait, sick. We can play. Oh, this is awesome. Got some cool pictures, an umbrella. Ooh, got some car keys. Car keys. Cool. All right, let's go play then. Insert coin. Yes, please. Speak to me, mighty Akinator.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened.
Oh my gosh.
The sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself
Akinator, you're scaring me.
face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
I was gonna have you guess a character from a TV show I like.
The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find.
What is it?
I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
Why is he tied to that flag? Help him.
I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon.
What is going on?
Door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet
Oh?
will not find.
I'm gonna find it. Just you watch, buddy.
A lost room beyond the dark waters.
How big is this mansion?
Heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Alzara, I'm calling you on your bullshit, man.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
You're telling me this 46 room in this mansion is across a sea or a lake? Buddy, how big do you think this place is? I'm calling you out, brother. I think you're full of shit. I think you're full of shit, great Alzara. You wish you were as good as Akinator. You wish. The door is locked. We'll unlock it. That was wild. That is not what I was expecting at all. Not at all what I was expecting. I'm probably going to go drawing room here because we can go to the right or the left. And you may also draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. So let's do that. Ooh, this is pretty. A lot of pictures and paintings and whatnot. Very cool. Here's a picture of Henry Sinclair, the man himself. Looking all nice and proper. Very nice. Very nice. Got a phone, some more chairs. I don't see any particular items for me. Oh, I see a note. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw these 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Yes, that is this room, from what it was telling me, which is pretty nice. We can make sure we get the rooms we want here, which is cool. Oh, locked. Damn it. I don't have a key. Let's try this one. No, they're both locked. I don't have any more keys, man. Damn. That blows. I was hoping that'd be a key. Oh. Oh, I can touch this? What's happening? Oh. Oh, that's cool. Secret safe. Oh, is this the safe coming I was looking for? 9083. 9083. Dang it, man. I thought I figured out what this freaking code was meant for. I found a secret safe. I was just kind of crazy. I didn't know I could do that. I was just looking at this clock, trying to check out stuff. Wait, does that mean I have to start clicking on everything? Do I have to start clicking on every, like, lamppost and bookcase for, like, secrets? That was wild. I didn't know to do that. Shit, I might need to be a little more careful about how much I'm inspecting these rooms. I've kind of just been giving them, like, really quick and easy glances. I didn't realize I might need to be a little more careful. Okay. The drawing room's fully locked, so I can't proceed any further through here. So let's go back to the conference. Oh, the conference room won't work either because this door's got a security lock on it. So we need to go all the way back to the security room, actually. Yeah, we do. That's a ways back. Holy cow. That's going to burn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. Holy cow. Well, now I can understand why planning a route is super important, because just getting back to a previous room is going to cost me a lot of steps. A lot of steps. All right, we're back. Security room. We can go this way now. I would like probably a dining room. Just because that allows me to go straight and to the right. Yeah, definitely. I can't afford the kitchen, but either way, I don't want it. I want the dining room. All right, what is the meal today? Can I unclove the cloche? Uncover the cloche, perhaps, maybe? Look for anything that I can click on. Because now I'm looking for that. Now I know to be. Now I know I need to be on the lookout for like things to click on, things to interact with. I'm gonna feel so paranoid now looking for stuff. All right. Well, it seems there was no dinner to be had, which is very sad, very unfortunate. But we will forge on. There's our bunk room again. There's a kitchen which I can't go to, so we'll have to go to the billiards room. Billiards room. Oh, this is where that note, the one guy's letter said there should be a puzzle in here or some kind of game for me to play. Nothing here to interact with? I find that hard to believe. I find that hard to believe. Something looks like it was back there. Found a barrel. Chairs. Pool cue. Pool table. Or excuse me, a billiards table. For all you fancy folk who love your billiards. Here's a dartboard, though. So I assume this is the math game that the guy wants us to play. I see that there's mathematical symbols on here. But then otherwise, this is just a simple dartboard. But I remember the note we read did say that you didn't need to know how to play darts, and it involved math. So let's see if we can't figure this out. All right, so black and white dartboard, this area here is highlighted blue. Can I click on the dartboard? Oh, I can click on the numbers. Interesting. Okay. So if I remember how darts are played correctly, wait, that wouldn't make sense because the note said you didn't need to know how to play darts. Meaning, if it's telling me I don't need to know how to play darts, then I'm gonna assume that means that these numbers on the outside are what this whole area is worth, right? Because in typical darts, to my knowledge, the areas in these little half slivers right here are worth triple and then double of this point total on the outside. So this blue section right here would normally just be worth 10. I'm going to assume the whole line maybe is worth 10 since we technically, according to the note, don't need to know how to play darts. Meaning someone who didn't know about the doubling and triple thing would just think, oh, this whole line is 10. So I'm assuming it wants me to say this whole line is 10. Is what I'm guessing. So let's click on 10. Oh, okay. And now we've got 15 and 3. But I can't forget this is a math puzzle. This is a math puzzle, and I did notice there's one dart here, there's 3 darts here. Making me wonder, are we trying to get these values by doing math here? But how are we doing math? So if we're doing the math in our head, like using these numbers, but the problem is I don't know what operations to be doing. If I should be doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So I'm just going to click them and just see what that does. Okay, we're back to 10. Okay. So I click 10, and then it gives me a 15 and a 3. But I click either one, and it goes back to 10. So that clearly is not correct. So I need to figure out what is going on here. Let me just keep clicking, actually. I'm just going to keep clicking some numbers. What if I click 6? Nothing. 13. No. 2. 19. 3. 15. 16. Okay, nothing else seems to really get me anywhere, so I'm going to assume that 10 is the correct answer here. But then we get 15 and 3. Both of them don't work. So, I'm wondering... Oh, wait. I'm wondering if we take the previous number, 10, and then click on a different number that will get us to the number of the new spot. Meaning, like, 10 plus 5 gets me 15, or 10 minus 7 gets me 3. 10 divided by, or 2 would get me 5, but I'm trying to get 15, not 5. But what if I click on 5 to get 10 plus 5 equals 15? Nope, back to 10. Okay. So if I do 10 minus 7, it gets me 3. No. Okay. This is hard. What do I do? 15 plus 3 equals 8. Or, excuse me, 18. Oh, here we go. Hold on. We're getting somewhere. Now we've got a 12, but from the middle slot, and then a 13. Ordinarily, this would be double points in the middle 12, so it'd be a 24. Is what that means. But according to the note, we don't need to know how to play darts. I'm honestly going to ignore the note because that's how you normally play darts, is you treat that like a 24. So, I don't know, though. You know what? No, I'm going to listen to the note, and I'm going to treat this like a 12 and just ignore the placement of it. I'm just going to treat it like a 12. So then 12 plus 13 would be 25. That's not a number that is possible on this board. So what if I did, instead I do 13 minus 12, that's 1. Okay, that seemed to work. Okay, in this case, if it followed the same logic, it was the blue minus the yellow. So we'll do 17 minus 3, that's 4. Where's 4 on here? There it is. Nope, that was wrong. We're about to 10. Okay, so it was 10, and then it was 18, and then it was 1. Now what? Okay, so it was I did 14. That didn't work, right? So let's do 20. 3 plus 17. Nope, not it. So we'll do, it's 18. Wait, I just thought of this. I'm doing math, right? We've got symbols on the sides of these boards. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. On both sides. They're in different spaces, but they appear in the same orders. Addition first, then subtraction, then multiplication, and division. Basic order of operations, right? Is the room still the same? Yeah, the room is still the same. So if I do the same, that order of operations for the puzzle here. So like the first one was in fact addition, got me to 18. Second one was in fact subtraction. It got me to 1. So what if this third one is multiplication? That immediately, though, doesn't work because 17 times 3 is 51. So that doesn't work at all. And then 17 divided by 3 or 3 divided by 17, both also wouldn't work. 17 divided by 3 is a number that is a fraction. It's a fractional number. And 3 divided by 17 is a crazy small decimal. So that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. So much for that theory. So then what could this be? We tried 20. We tried 14. What if we try... If I were to triple this like you normally would, it'd be a 9. So what if I did 17 minus 9, which would be 8. So let's try 8. Nope. Nope. It was 18, and then it was 1. What if I do just double the 3 into a 6? Or what if I keep it as a triple, so it's a 9, but I do, wouldn't be 9 plus 17. So I'll go down to 6. So now I go to 6, and I do 17 minus 6. That would be 11. No, that's not right either. Huh, okay. I'm a little stumped here. Not really sure what to do. I'm wondering if the darts to do with anything? Or is there a way to see... I wonder, is there a way to look at, like, to look at things I've found, like, notes, if I can reread them in, like a system? Doesn't seem like it. No, I've got a directory. That's not going to let me read the notes, though. Huh. Okay. Is there a way to get music back on, also? More than anything, I want some music, man. It's so quiet. That's volume. Nope, no music thing. Okay. So we're still stuck at this board, huh? Still stuck at this board. Okay, new theory. I'm noticing these operations are spaced differently. Like there's basically like what I would consider like the equivalent of like 1 space is here for a number. Maybe there's 2 spaces here, and then 2, and then 1, and then 1, and then 2, and then maybe like 3, and then 1. So I'm wondering if like you have to take the previous number, add or multiply that to the new numbers. Right? So like in this case, it's an addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So we've got a 10. We click on 10. And then we click on 18. And then it's 1. And then it's... So we did addition, we did subtraction. Now we're on multiplication. So what if it's the previous answer multiplied by these numbers? Which that also still doesn't make sense. That still doesn't really work. But like, what was the previous number? The previous answer was 1. So 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 17 is 17. 1 times 20 is 20. What if it's 20? No, we already tried that, didn't we? Let's try 17. No. Let's try 3. Next. See if that works. No. All right, this is kind of stumping me. I will come back to this later. Because I want to keep moving. We're kind of at a standstill here. We'll come back to that. All right, new room. We've got pantry, utility closet, and a nursery. We can't do the nursery. We can do the pantry or the utility closet. I'm going to go for the pantry. Send me in the pantry. Na 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 na. All right. Anything on the shelves that I can take or use? There's some coinage, which is great. Same note as before about getting groceries that we are now stealing. Excellent. All right. Let's continue out of the pantry. We can't do either of these because we require gems, which sucks. Cause I'd love to get a secret passage here. That'd be great. I guess we're forced to get a bunk room, but that's a dead end, which I'm not overly thrilled about because that ends right in front of the antechamber. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. That is unfortunate. A little bit. It's a little unfortunate. But we're forced to do it basically. So let's do the bunk room. Oh, it's a little hamster. What's up, little man? How's it going? What's up, dude? He's looking at me. What's up, buddy? All right, I'll leave you to it. You just do your thing, man. I'm gonna look around your crib here for a little bit. All right, so you've got a bunk room. Honestly, dope bunk setup. Looks clean as hell. Got a game station, little like a Super Nintendo or something like that. I don't know. Looks fun. Looks cool. I could vibe here for a bit. I could vibe here. Be a fun room. We're at Camp Colonel. Sick. Very cool. What was the point of this room? This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Okay. So it doesn't give us extra steps like I was hoping, but it counts as 2 bedrooms. Ooh, 2 gems. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Anything else noteworthy? Oh, there's a journal. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he has not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys and I will not have to share my room and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. At Camp Colonel? And also, what the hell, man? That's me you're talking about, you asshole. Come on, man. What the hell? I'm just doing my thing. That's not cool. Whatever. Who needs you, mysterious journal owner? Okay. Is there anything else in here? There's a little BB gun. Something like that. The room seems rather empty, I gotta admit. Doesn't seem there's much going on here. Aside from little Mr. Hamster. What's up, little Mr. Hamster? I wish I could take you with me, but sadly I cannot. So, until next time. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Sayonara. It's a great question, noobs. Tess, do you have 50K? I know you're supposed to be close. How close are you? We're all dying to know. Okay, let's get back to the dining room. That is our only place we can continue forward from. So go back through here and go this way. Hopefully this leads me to somewhere I can continue moving from. Thankfully it should with the patio. A patio spreads a gem in each green room. Do I have any green rooms? I have 0 green rooms. So that's not the best, but we'll take it because I need to just be able to go left. So that's the most important part here. Ooh, we got a grill. Very fancy looking grill. What's this say? Buried below. Occasionally you may discover a small amount of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Okay, cool. Like this, I assume. I don't have a shovel though, which kind of sucks because there's 2 of these. So if we get a shovel, we'll come back. Oh, what a lovely evening. Beautiful view. Got a whole overturned boat out there. No, not this again. I don't have your damn key card, man. Ugh. I can't use that right now. Shoot. All right, is that the end of my day? Am I stuck? That requires a key card. These 2 doors are locked. I have no keys, that's what I really need. Can I go anywhere? I think that's it. I think my day's over. I think I'm stuck. I think I'm... Oh, no. We have 11 gold. We can go back to the commissary and buy some stuff. Oh, I totally forgot. We can buy stuff from the commissary. Oh, that's huge. Okay, what do we want to buy? Probably a shovel. It sucks that... Oh, if I had one more gold, man. If I hadn't trapped myself in the chapel, I'd have that extra gold. I could get 2 shovels. Damn. All right, we can at least get 1 shovel. We can at least get 1. It says owned, actually, so I might not be able to buy a second one. So it might just be the one. In that case, I'm tempted to get the salt shaker, although I'm not really sure what it'd be for. So I'm not going to buy it just for no reason. I'm going to wait in case we end up needing it. Or at least that we know we need it. Look at that. Another chess piece. There's a knight. What is up with the chess pieces, man? Confusing the hell out of me. Whatever. Who cares? Whoa, there's a massive vault there. I didn't even notice that. I'm just looking at the monitors real quick, figuring maybe I should be looking at these actually. Nope. Everything looks A-okay to me. Looks all good. Everything looks nice and proper. Okay. So go back to the patio. And now with our shovel, we can dig up one of these mounds. So let's do this one. Are you kidding me? A worthless old brick, not worth picking up. Isn't that just lovely? Oh, is the shovel not a one-time use thing? Oh, it's not. Sweet. A few old coins can be spent in the shop rooms. Okay, so we got some coins. That's fine. Truth be told, I was kind of hoping for a key for one of these or a key card. We did not get either of those things, which is a bit unfortunate, but nothing we can do about it. I'm gonna check out this grill a little bit further to see if there's anything we missed about it. Elena, hello, how's it going? Hello, howdy, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. Good to see you. How are you doing? We are playing a new game today called Blueprints. It is a puzzle type game where we are navigating through this ever-changing manor that has been bequeathed to us from our recently passed great uncle. He has passed on his 45-room manor to us in his will on one requirement. We must find the secret 46th room by navigating through this manor room by room. And every day that we come back to the manor, the rooms inside the manor change. It is super cool. I am enjoying it. Okay, so we got some more coins from those 2 mounds. So we could get a compass or a salt shaker. I'd love to get the sledgehammer. I don't know what that does. Actually, you know what? I have a guess. I'm guessing if I get the sledgehammer, we could probably maybe break down a wall to an adjacent room. Is my guess as to what that does. So, who knows? But with the money I have, I'm gonna buy a compass, just because I want to see what it does. Draw floor plans. What does that say? Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Okay, that's pretty good. We can't use it now because we're kind of stuck, but it's good to have, good to know of in the future. Not bad. I'm good playing Schedule 1. It looks cute, Telltale vibes. It does, yeah. I got the same vibe. The art style is very Telltale vibe, which I like a lot. I like the art style. It looks really cool. That's cool. How are you enjoying Schedule 1? I know that was it's a huge game. Everyone's been playing that. I have not jumped on that train myself, but it looks fun. Thomas is a silly Billy, just a heads up. I guess, yeah, fair warning. Prepare yourself. I do tend to get a bit silly. I know, shocking. But just still resolve and fight through it. I do tend to get a bit silly. Okay, so I do think that we were kind of at the end of our day 2, because I don't think we can continue any further. The rooms we have drafted lead no further. So we're also pretty low on steps. We've got 9 steps left, so we're going to run out of steps anyways pretty soon. So with that in mind, I am going to call it a day on day 2. I'm going to call it a day. We're going to end day 2 and head promptly into day 3. Much more successful day than day 1, I would say. That was a much better day. Much better day. Found way more rooms. Figured out way more. Actually, I shouldn't say figured out. I didn't really figure out anything. We just discovered more rooms. I'm still completely lost on how we're going to find room 46. But we'll figure it out soon, I'm sure. All right. 26 total rooms. We reached rank 7, which is pretty good. We took 59 steps, found 3 items, and discovered 18 new rooms, including 5 bedrooms. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. Let's keep going. Hello guys. Just got done with a 12-hour shift. How is everyone? Be nasty. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing all right. A 12-hour shift is brutal. Bless your heart. Oh my gosh, terrible. Hang in there. Hang in there. I hope you're surviving. I hope you're surviving. That sounds rough. I hope you're having a good day. Otherwise, be nasty. It's a pleasure to have you. We are playing a new game called Blueprints. We are trying to explore this manor that has been bequeathed to us from our great uncle in his will. We are looking for a secret room in the manor. There's 45 rooms. There's a hidden 46th room that we are tasked with finding. It's a bit of like a roguelike game where we come back every other day. Every day we come back to the mansion. The room is reset. We have to rediscover them all over again. But it's been pretty fun so far. I'm still pretty new into it. We're not playing it for that long. But I hope you're doing all right. Made a mistake. The 900 mods didn't work, so my dumbass decided to test a different game. Didn't know that it was 1300 mods. I made a mistake. Well, hang in there, noobs. Hang in there. I hope you are able to install your thousands of mods. Noobs, is it really worth it? Like, maybe it is to you. Like, and I'm curious. I want to know. Like, how many? Like, do you need that many mods? Because like, what do they all have? Like, what could all these mods? How could you need that many? I just want to know. I don't understand. Like, I don't use mods myself, so I'm curious to know like what all these mods are meant for. It's fun. Playing with a group is more fun though, in my opinion. For Schedule 1, that's cool. I actually didn't know that. I didn't know Schedule 1 could be a multiplayer game. I thought Schedule 1 was almost exclusively single player. So that's news to me. That's kind of cool. I might check it out at some point, Elena. It sounds cool. It sounds like a pretty fun game. I watched some streamers play it a decent amount. So I saw some bits of it. It looks fun. But today we've got Blueprints on the mind. So little picture. That's cool. All right, let's go lucky left, as I say. New room. We've got coat check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Oh, that's kind of cool. So we can kind of store an item to use later. We don't really need that now. I think I'd rather take a pantry because it actually isn't a dead end. So let's do a pantry. Speed run through, get our gold. The note should be the same. Yep, same note as always. We'll get a banana this time, not an apple. That's new. It's been an apple every time up to now. And let's continue this way. All right, so we got a closet, a chapel, and a nook. I'm inclined to go chapel. I don't like losing gold every time I enter it, but it does provide me with the opportunity to go left and straight, which I do like that. So we're gonna go chapel. Losing the coinage seems like it sucks, but we're gonna do it anyways. Yes, you can play with 4. That's cool. That's super dope. Maybe I'll get it someday. Lots of people to play with. Lots of people to play with. We were understaffed. I'm complaining, but also not because I have to buy a new car. Oh, that's cool. Well, good luck. Good luck getting that car, be nasty. I know it's tough. I used to work shifts doing some, not fully retail, but like in a part-time job myself. And when you're trying to save up money, it's hard working those long shifts, but you know, you need the money. So good luck. I know you got this. It sucks now, but when you get that new car, it's gonna feel great. You know, it's gonna feel amazing. So hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there. All right. We're in the chapel. Let's go to the left. Let's go to the left first. All right, we've got a West Wing hall, a parlor, and a closet. I'm gonna go West Wing hall. Just since this gives us more door opportunities. We've got a little scrap piece of parchment. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that the staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, something may draft something. Okay, interesting. So it seems that the staff are aware that this house, the floor plan changes every day. They're well aware that it does this. It's not a secret. It's well known. So is this house magic? Is it cursed? Is it haunted? What's the deal here? What's going on? I have so many questions. Okay, it says the West Wing will be closed. Well, we have opened it because we're using it. But now my concern with this is, are these doors going to both be locked? They're not. Oh, awesome. All right, next, let's do a den. I like the rooms that give us a lot of options in terms of doors leading to other rooms. I'm kind of preferring these rooms that are like giving us a lot of options in terms of where we can go. Continuing to move forward, you know? Looking for anything I can interact with that I learned from the candle holders. Checking. Nope. All right, let's go. Let's keep going straight. Keep going straight. I am the big dumb. I just downloaded 1,300 mods for Fallout New Vegas by mistake. How did you do that by mistake? Oh, no. Ooh, this is a super... Oh, this is interesting. I'm not sure how I want to play this. We can get a corridor which leads us further forward, which is great. And the doors are never locked in a corridor. Or we can go for the garage, which is a dead end, but it gives us 3 keys. And getting locked doors, I learned from my last run, can be devastating. I'm going to go for the garage because we do have the den and the chapel, which both give me access to this hallway here, or to this next room here. So we've already got a way forward. So I'm going to go for the garage. I think the 3 keys could be super important. This could be very useful later on. Ooh. Does it open the garage? What does this do? Oh. Kind of thought it would open the garage. I got all excited. All right, we got our 3 keys. That's awesome. Anything else in here worth noting, picking up, taking? No? No. Oh, here's a note. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and that car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you've been driving for his lordship. Your absences must be accounted for. Mrs. Babbage. Oh, somebody's in trouble. Uh-oh. Okay. Some oil on the floor. Someone didn't clean up. What a disgrace. Okay, well, this is good to know. So now that we found the car, I know in previous runs we found the car keys. If we found the car keys again, we can come back and open the car door, I imagine. And there must be something inside the car that I can take. So we'll have to come back here if the opportunity presents itself. All right. Let's go to the right. So now from here, we could go... Oh, see, the way you approach these rooms now can change things. Now I got a corridor, which is great. But I would have liked the corridor to have been from the chapel side, so I could go straight up. Because now if I take the corridor now, it's going to go straight across to the east. So I don't like that as much. I'm probably still going to do it, though. Yeah, I am. Yeah, no corridor. Any goodies? Nice fedora. Nice fedora. All right, going this way. Now what? Let's do... Again, I don't like this. Damn. I'm gonna do utility closet just because we've not done this room yet to see what this does. Keycard entry system. Oh, I can turn it off. Oh, wait, that's great. Ooh, I gotta turn the garage power on. Okay. What the heck? VAC indicators. What are these lights? I don't know what these lights do. I feel like I want to get them all blue. I can almost get them all blue, but not quite. I'm just going to leave them as they are. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. What else is in here? Some more pictures. This little vent. Interesting. All right. Let's go right to the garage first thing. The garage now has power, so the button on the wall should work, meaning the garage maybe will go up. Not actually sure. Let's find out. Oh, it is. Whoa. We can just leave? Where does this go? Wait, can we drive the car then? But what did that get us? I wanted to test something, picked, but I thought it was a small mod pack, and now I fucked up. Oh, I see. Damn, that sucks. Looking at a 2022 Honda Sport or a Civic. Ooh, that's a good car. A good, reliable car. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. Very smart. Going used. Very smart. I highly recommend it. That's not what I did because I'm stupid. But it is definitely a smart thing to do. I can get behind that. Definitely. Ooh. We're finally getting some good music. Where's this been the whole time? This is nice. Did I ever mention technology is not my strong suit? You might have mentioned it a time or two. You might have brought it up once or twice, maybe. In passing. Okay. So looks like we can run around outside here, but I don't really see what is out here for us. Ooh, I couldn't open this gate before. Can I open the gate? Hey, now the gate's open. That's nice. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Ooh, that's good. Nice. Okay. I don't know what that does for us. But I'm just going to say nice and be excited about it. And hopefully that does something good in the future. Oh. Wait, this is also a room we can drive. This is cool. All right, we got a root cellar, a tool shed, and a shelter. So the root cellar. The root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Tool shed has 2 special items, and a shelter. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted. That's cool. So I'm learning that, I guess, so then that means red rooms are always negative effects, like losing some money, losing steps. Makes sense. Okay. I haven't really found that many red rooms so far. I'm more tempted to go for the tool shed to get some special items. So let's do tool shed. What you got for me? Ooh, is that a banjo? What the hell is this? It's a metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and money. Oh, that's great. I love that a lot, actually. And then a watering can. The first time you enter each green room, use 1 water to gain 1 gem. That's cool. Okay, nice. I like that. Anything else in here? Nope. All right, cool. So it looks like, I guess, now having access to the west gate being open permanently, we get to come over here and access the tool shed, which allows us to get some kind of buff, like an item or a shelter or like a more dig spots or something like that. So that's kind of nice to have. I like that. That's cool. Cool. Car that broke down to me was my mom's car. I got off on Facebook Marketplace when I was like a freshman in high school, but now I have a good credit score and adult stuff, so I'm getting my first serious car. Exciting! That's awesome! Congratulations! Well, you haven't gotten it yet, but still, congratulations. That's super cool, Nasty. Good for you. As someone who just did the same thing, I literally just got my own first car that's under my name. That is my car that I'm paying for. Not only, it's been like, what, 3 or 4 weeks since I've had it now. It's only been like barely 3 weeks, I think. It's super exciting, I know. It's super cool. Like, you feel, it's a very adult move. It's a very adult purchase. It's exciting. It's thrilling. It's something to feel good about. So good for you. That's really cool. Okay, here we go. Permanent addition to the Westgate path, and then this shows us what our outer room was, so we can check what our buff basically is. Cool. Okay, that makes sense. I like that. As far as now, we need to go back. We need to go back to the West Wing Hall, check out what this room in the bottom left is going to be, and then go back to the entrance hall and then branch out from there. So we got to go do some backtracking. It's going to cost us some steps, some energy, so we're going to need to hopefully get that back somewhere. This room... Oh, perfect, honestly. Let's just do a guest bedroom and get some more steps back. I was just mentioning that. All right, there we go. We got some steps back. Awesome. Oh, wait, this is great. This is the note we had read earlier about the billiard room and the game that was in there. I wanted to read this again in case there was something I missed to help me understand the game in the billiards room that I couldn't do before. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. He did not. Henry did not. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rule of Darce to play your variation. So the note was kind of as I remembered it to be, unfortunately. So that doesn't really help me, but we'll mess around with that game some more when I come back to it. We'll give it another shot. Next time. When I find the billiard room again, we'll give that game another attempt. Oh, I forgot in the chat I'm gonna lose my money now. No, I lost some coins. How dare you? Take my coinage from me. What's this game about? I just got a game today. That's cool. What game did you get? This game, noobs. Happy to explain. This game is you play as this guy named Simon. This manor, Mount Holly Estate, has been gifted to us in our grand uncle's will. He has recently passed. He gifted this manor to us, but on one condition. We only get the manor if we discover the 46th room hidden in the manor somewhere. There's 45 rooms, but apparently there's a secret 46th room that we need to find. And if we don't find it, we don't get the manor. If we do find it, we get the manor and all the land connected to it. And as far as gameplay goes, the gameplay is kind of like a roguelike in a sense, somewhat. Each day you have a certain amount of steps, which is your energy. Every time you go into a room, you lose a step or some energy. When you lose that energy, when you run out of energy, you have to end the day you're on and start again a new day exploring the manor. But each new day you explore the manor, the room and the floor plan of the manor changes. So you see this blueprint over here, this setup, this map on the left. This shows the rooms that I have discovered of the manor for this current day. These rooms change every day. What happens is you come to the entrance hall here. You enter the manor, and then there's 3 directions you can take. Every time you go to step into a new room on a new day, you have the option to draft 3 different rooms. Draft meaning to pick what room you are going to walk into. And each room has different things that they do, different bonuses, different debuffs, different abilities to get you to the next room. It might have, like the West Wing here, it has 3 doors that I can take to different rooms versus like a guest bedroom, which is a dead end. It doesn't lead anywhere, but it gives me 10 steps or 10 additional energy to search, to go through more rooms. I know this sounds kind of confusing. It'll be easy if you're watching and you kind of see what I'm doing, but and I'm also still learning this myself. But that's the general gist. We're trying to find the secret 46th room as we explore these other 45 rooms that we have to just, walk through them bit by bit, picking out what the next rooms are going to be. So like I'll show you right now. I've made my way back to the entrance hall here because I can't go any further with these rooms I have currently. They're all kind of dead-ended. There's no new route to go. So I'm going to go to this door here that I have not gone past this door, as you can see on the map. going to click on it. And now I have the option to select from one of 3 rooms. Like this room gives me a key. This room has a buff that whenever I draft a new bedroom, I gain 5 energy. But I need a gem to access it, and I have no gems. You can see up in the top right. Or I draft a spare room, which actually wouldn't help me because the spare room would run into the utility closet, so it actually doesn't lead anywhere. It'd be a dead end. So in this case, the best thing for me is a nook, because that will actually lead to the right, give me the option here to go to a new room. Ooh, my metal detector's going off. What does that do again? Metal detector? Greater chance of finding keys and coins. It's going off. What am I finding? Oh, it's finding this. Spyglass or a magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. More closely? What on earth could that mean? Okay, here's the key, which is what the metal detector was going off to. Well, we got this magnifying glass. Let's look at this. Oh. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my goodness. The magnifying glass helps me see details in the notes. This one is a book in the bottom right corner that explains to me how to play the billiards game. Oh, that's so sick. That's so cool. Thank you, thank you, Thomas. I can't wait to put silly bumper stickers on it like I get a BBL at AutoZone. That's your bumper sticker? I love it. That's amazing. I got a BBL at AutoZone. Get me to AutoZone, man. Damn. I didn't know they were getting you right at AutoZone. I got the Bard's Tale trilogy. It's an older game. That sounds cool. I never heard of it. Knew something about the Bard's Tale trilogy. What are you doing in the Bard's Tale trilogy? Tell me about that. I've never heard of that game. Also, so we have the billiards puzzle notes. The billiards puzzle is a game in the billiards room that I found on day 2 of yesterday. That I couldn't figure out how to do it. And this looks like it will actually tell me, which is really nice. So, blue is addition, yellow is subtraction, pink is multiplication, purple is division. And the order of operations goes out from center to edge. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Oh, okay, that makes sense. You know what? I'm going to write that down. I'm probably going to forget this. This is where I guess taking notes is actually useful. In case you guys didn't know, the game literally tells you in this note right here, actually, is the note it tells you. It tells you to take notes. So I'm using one of my notebooks to take some notes as I play through and find things that are relevant. I actually haven't taken any notes so far because I've been able to memorize everything because nothing's been super, like, serious or hard to remember. But this seems good enough to know that I'm going to write this down. So for the billiards game, we're going to take some good notes here. Folks. So for the billiards puzzle. Billiards room puzzle. I've heard people taking notes for this game, like it gets crazy. I've heard people say that taking notes for this game gets fucking nuts. So so far it's been fine, but I'm expecting the worst. I take pretty good notes. I'm pretty good at taking organized notes, but I'm worried. All right. So blue is addition. God, I have hiccups again. I thought they were gone. They're back. Yellow is subtraction. Pink is multiplication. And God, my hiccups are back. They were gone for like an hour. What the hell, man? And purple is division. All right. And then on the bottom here, it says order of operations goes from center out. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. So we'll do center out, and then we'll have rings going around, and then Order of operations. Okay. Is there anything else I should be noting here? Billiard puzzle notes. The darts has a question mark next to it. And then this page seems different. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all 4 sides. Must be a way to open. Okay. Alright, that seems like that's all that's relevant for now. So we should be able to continue on. Here's my notes. You guys want to see my notes? Look at my notes. They're so tidy. There's my notes. I just took on my billiards puzzle. Dude, these goddamn hiccups are going to kill me. Why am I getting hiccups? I had these over an hour ago. Come on, man. Killing me. It's kind of like D&D. It's for the bar style, I'm assuming. It's kind of like D&D. You manage a party and explore. It's really cool. You can also create your own characters. You can also do a Discord party, and the person who owns the game can move around. Let your group pick one person to play as. Not intended, but you can do it. That sounds cool. It's kind of like a D&D game. It's cool. I like it. I fuck with it. I rock with it. Very cool. All right, let's continue out of the Nook. I would love to get the commissary because that lets me go to the north, to the left, but I can't because I don't have a gem to get it. So in that case, I'm going to go and get the... I do need some gems, but I want the closet. I want some more items. Sneakers. Pair of running shoes. Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances across the estate and grounds. Nice. I like that. And then, a dice. A dice is really nice because this allows us to roll new floor plans when we don't like the set that we've got. So that's pretty good. Cool. Okay. I like that. So let's go back to the entrance hall and go to the right here. We've not gone this way yet. Let's get a hallway. I got it for $3. What a steal. That's awesome. I love getting a good game for a cheap price like that on Steam or whatever platform. It feels so good when you get it. Let's use a magnifying glass. See if there's anything hidden. I don't think there is anything hidden here. It looks like it's pretty simple, but just double checking. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Yep, I read that before. God, these hiccups are killing me. Are you against women getting PBLs at AutoZone noobs? Oh, that's funny. Get your BBLs at AutoZone now while you can. This is a deal you simply cannot miss. Let's get the bedroom so we can actually go to the left. Otherwise, we'd be stuck. All right, we're in the bedroom. Is there anything good in here? These damn hiccups are going to be the death of me. Ooh, greetings from Reddington. Let's use a magnifying glass on this. Could there be any hidden things in this nice little postcard? I doubt it, but I could be wrong. I'd like to be wrong. Please surprise me, game. Is there something hidden in the postcard? Doesn't seem like it. Seems pretty straightforward. See, if it's so straightforward, it begs the question, why include this postcard? Like, it's just so random to be here. There's nothing going on with it. It makes me wonder, honestly. All right, is there anything else in here? There's a photograph of this lovely lass. And I did notice one thing important about this lady just now. She's wearing a crescent moon necklace. The genie we just saw in that vision he gave us mentioned a door with a moon on it, a crescent moon, and she's wearing a necklace of a crescent moon. Coincidence? I think not. I think not. Does that help us right now? Not at all. Not in the slightest. All right, so based on these current floor plans, we would be unable to continue forward, so I'm going to redraw them because these are going to screw us. All right, thank God. We got a East Wing Hall. Thank God, because if I don't get this, our run for today would be over before it even began. Okay, we got some luggage and stuff. Can't go that way, obviously. So please give me a way forward. Yes! Okay, huge. Huge, huge, huge. That is really good for us. Oh, damn it. I should have taken the gem. I should have taken the gem from the storeroom. I could have got the security room. That would give me a way to go left and straight. Oh, I screwed up. All right, we're taking the spare room. That's all we can take. Damn, I screwed up. I should have taken the gem when I had the chance. No. All right, we can take the parlor. Take the parlor. Okay. In the parlor. In the parlor, we have the good old box game. The way the box game works, this note over here tells us, I'm not gonna reread it because I've already read it once or twice actually, is that at least one of these boxes is telling the truth. At least one of them is lying. And only one of them contains an item of some kind. So let's look at our statements on the box. This statement appears on another box. The blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. So that is true. And that is true, meaning this has to be false. So the blue box is not empty. So I'm going to try and open the blue box. I forgot to grab the crank. Grab the crank or wind-up key. So the blue box should be the answer here. Let's see if I'm right. I was right. Yes, let's go. We got 2 gems. I could have used those a few minutes ago, but alas, nothing I can do about it now. Oh, shoot. No, we're dead-ended. We're dead-ended. Oh, that sucks. Ah, damn it, man. Dang, that blows. That blows. We're screwed. I can't continue now. Because both of these turn left into the corner here, which there's no way to get out of this now. Damn. Well, that sucks. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? I guess we'll at least go to the commissary and see if there's anything interesting for us to buy. Different than the usual stuff. Or if it's the same stuff as always. It is different stuff. Interesting. You can buy a key, a shovel, salt shaker, and a gem. I can't afford any of this. So, oh well. Ooh, some money on the floor. Maybe I can afford something now. Hold the phone. Hold the phone now. I can afford 1 gem. I don't really need it, so I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass. Now this, I can make a room here, but it's kind of pointless because it's not going to lead anywhere. So I'll just do... I'll do a dining room, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I don't have anything to eat today. It's one of the cooks who I think is in love with me, but I don't know. At my job, made me dinner to take home. Oh, that's sweet. That's nice. When I used to work at a golf course, the head chef there loved me. Me and him were like bros. We were like good pals. We always were talking and chopping it up, and he would make me just like free food all the time. It was great because the manager would always say like, not always, but he started saying like after I'd been there for a couple of years. One year he came up and was like, I learned that too many staff members are getting food for free from the kitchen. You have to pay the employee price, which was half of the menu price. He was like, you have to pay. If I find out some of you are paying it, you're gonna be in big trouble. And so we were all about like, damn it, man, we love free food. Like, shoot. And so all the employees outside that worked the cart staffs at the golf course I worked at, they started paying. And I was in the pro shop, running the pro shop inside. And I'd gotten promoted from the cart staff. I used to be cart staff when I started. Then I got promoted to pro shop after like 2-3 years. I was in the pro shop, and the head chef would come over, and he'd be like, "You want any food?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, can I get He'd make these really good like they were like cheesesteak wraps. They were like cheese and like chopped beef and like like lettuce, tomatoes, onions, herbs. They were so good, dude. I would kill for one right now. He'd make these, and I'd put the order. I'm like, "Yeah, give me one of these." And then I tried to give him the money. He'd be like, nah, I got you, man. And I was like, you know, you're what the manager said. And he was like, no, shh. Between you and me. And we did this for like years, like 2-3 years, just on the DL. He just slid me food. And then one day, a friend of mine who was on the car staff comes out and he's like, you're always getting a lot of food, man. That's going to cost you a lot of money. He's like, nah, I don't pay a dime. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, man, me and Kevin in the shop, in the kitchen, we're like this. We're like this. And Kev in the kitchen, man, he had my back. He had my back. He was my guy. It was the best. I'm telling you, if for anyone who works retail or hasn't worked retail but might at all, or just works a job that has a kitchen staff, be as nice to the kitchen staff as you can possibly be, because they will hook you up. If they like you, they'll help you out. They'll make you food. They'll get you stuff for free sometimes. They'll slide you some things on the side. Whenever they had events in the golf club and the golf house that I like wasn't part of the event, you know, the kitchen staff who liked me would come over and be like, yo, we got some extra food. You want some? And I'm like, oh, yes, I do. I'd get one of those little takeout trays. I'd go over and I would just pile this thing up with as much food as I could. It'd be like bursting at the seams. And they'd be like, man, you got a lot of food there. And it's like, yeah, you know, I got to take it home. I got a family to feed. It's like, you got a family to feed? You're 16. It's like, yeah, I'm feeding the fam tonight with all this. It's like, nope, I would be sitting out in the parking lot after my shift just going to town on this stuff. I would just be housing it. It was awesome. It was so fun. It was so fun. Oh, it was the best. The guy asked me out multiple times, but I've turned him down because he's 6 years older than me. Ooh. Yikes. Well, hey, at least he's making you food. That's a win. That's got to be a win, right? That's got to be a win, I guess. Although awkward, but still a win. Also, 6 times asking somebody out. At what point do you not get the message? You know what I mean? Once, fine. A second time, yeah, maybe if some time passed, I can see it. 3 times, I'm like, you're pushing it now. Also, I think we can restart the day because we can't go anywhere else. So I'm gonna call it a day. 3 times, yeah, that's like already getting like, dude, you gotta kind of stop. 4 times, and I'm like, this needs to stop now, dude. It's getting weird. Like clearly the person said no. 5 times, and I'm like, bro, this needs to stop. You're bothering me or the person now. It's too much. 6 times, and I'm like, this guy might need to be fired. I'd almost fire you maybe after 4 times, maybe even after 3 times. At what point do you say like, maybe this person doesn't like me like that, or just at all, because I've been just bothering the shit out of them. Dude, can these hiccups please go away? Please. I can't go speak a sentence without these hiccups coming out. I got these when I was eating dinner because I ate too fast briefly, and they have not gone away now, like for like hours. Ugh, this is the worst. This is the worst. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. You had a date and you canceled it because the guy was talking about kids and you haven't even had your first date. Oh my God. Being asked to you get yourself into some funny situations as far as your dating life sounds like. I would love to hear more about this in a separate context. Just like, all right, we're on day 4. Here we go. But being asked, yeah, your dating life sounds like it sounds hectic, is what I'll say. It sounds hectic. Hectic, but very interesting and hilarious for an outsider like myself. I gotta be honest, I'm so sorry, but it sounds like madness. All right, first things first, now that we've got the west path over here opened, I want to go to the little shed and activate or get a room activated in the shed. So we can either get access to some items or the shelter or something good in here. All right. So we can get the shelter, which removes the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms, which is very nice. We can do the root cellar, which makes rooms in your house more likely to have dig spots today. Or a hovel. This is new. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. Ooh, I kind of like that. I might do this because then a lot of rooms that are cut off to us or not available to us, we can start using. I'm going to do that. Let's do the hovel. Let's give the hovel a shot. See how that works out. Also, let's explore the room now that we've got access to it. Nothing, no items to speak of. I see there's a note on the table. I'll get there in a second. Let's check this out. Notice of termination. Ooh. Oh, these hiccups. Yeah, the guy at my job was persistent. It's crazy. Ugh. HR does wonders. HR does do wonders, but I would think typically a lot of your smaller businesses, they might not have an HR department, so they might just be stuck just trying to deal with that shit. As I'm sure many part-time employees will know. Like me working at a golf course, there's no HR department. There's just, you know, the manager. So if they don't do something about it, you got to kind of either figure it out on your own or just deal with it, which is the unfortunate truth of it. This is the way it be. All right, notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravain, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. Have they? You said your half-hearted dedication. That's already a dig right off the bat. However, I regret to inform you that your services as the groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. The decision has been made after careful consideration and is based on repeated observation of document instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. God damn it. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Ann Babbage, house manager. Ooh, so Mr. Ravain got fired. He got canned. Yikes. Somebody wasn't doing a very good job. Somebody wasn't doing a very good job. He was also living in this hovel, so poor guy was not doing too well for himself. Ay. Well, Mr. Ravain, I hope you had some good luck later down the line. All right. It looks like the plank is no longer here to cross this river, so we cannot go that way. So we will go into the entrance hall and let's continue with day 4, or get day 4 started, but I should say. Let's go to the right this time. We always go to the center or the left. Let's go to the right. Let's get a den. Den seems like a great place to start. And to give us a lot of options as far as continuing forward. We'll grab our gem. Excuse me. Damn hiccups. I'm just going to start ignoring them, honestly. Anything else in here? I don't think so. No, there's not. Let's go this way. Spare room. Gimme. Just gonna run right through because I think there's something in here normally. Ooh. Let's do security. Security is really good. All right. In the security room. Blue memos equals true. Red memos equals lies. Okay. All right. Oh. We read this before. It describes how employees are supposed to use the punch-out clock now and not the electronic system. Or they are using the electronic system, and it is the punch-out. The punch-out clock is found at security and at the laboratory. So one of them should be here then, because this is security. So then where's the punch-out terminal? Is it this thing right here? We don't have the terminal password, so I can't log in. I don't know how we turn the keycard system off. Let's set security level to low. And change offline mode to unlocked. Oh, that makes me realize I think I can now abuse that. So now if I find the power breaker again, if I kill the power to the whole mansion and then reset the power, maybe that'll make all the doors unlock. Since when it says in the instructions on the terminal there that I read them pretty fast, so I'm summarizing for you guys, any of you watching. One of the terminal instructions there says the offline mode describes that if the power in the mansion goes offline, the doors will reset to being locked or unlocked. I set it to unlocked. So theoretically, if I turn the power off and then return the power back on, all the keycard doors would be unlocked. I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. That is a lie. Access levers are still required to grant entry, as we know, because red memos are lying. Blue memos tell the truth. So this says, keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Yeah, I kind of figured that out on my own, so thank you very much for that helpful little tip. Useless. Ooh, let's go to the laboratory. We've not gone to the laboratory before. This is costing me some steps to get these rooms, but they are new rooms that I've not been in yet before, so it seems helpful that I would check them out. There's a bunch of numbers on this box right here. 563 456 75678. That seems weird that there's numbers on this box, but I have no idea what those numbers could ever possibly represent, so I'm not even going to bother worrying about it. We've got some diagrams up here for some kind of equation that I couldn't possibly understand. S equals BH, the subscript of B over 2. Math, yeah! Cook at my job has asked me out multiple times, but he's not weird about it. Like if I go into the kitchen to run food, he makes a comment like, "When are you gonna take me up on taking you out?" And I always respond with like a witty comment. He always just says, "Worth trying again." Like, sir, you have an ex-wife and 2 kids. I spend all my paycheck on Overwatch. Can we be so serious? Maybe, but that might be. Venus, you might have discovered the secret. That might be. You might have put together why he's so obsessed with you. He just loves your dedicated grind to Overwatch. He respects you so much for that. And he just can't get past it. He's just like, I respect her too much for her dedication to the Overwatch grind. Because he too is an Overwatch grinder. See, now it all makes sense. Now the picture's becoming whole. I think they divorced because he cheated on her. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Oh no. All right, what is this? Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point at 0.1 ppt to 0.5 ppt. Room temp, complete thaw, melting point. Yeah, ice. Water melts at... Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. How is this relevant to anything in this game? Test 205 at atmospheric pressure 93 kPa. God damn it, these hiccups are getting me so mad. You guys are going to start to see me flip out here in a second. It's so not important, but like, oh my God, they won't go away. It's driving me nuts. I can't talk 2 sentences without these hiccups I'm going to lose it. Oh my God. Ah! Now the water went down the wrong way. What is happening to me? I'm dying out here. This game wants to see me fail. It doesn't want to see me succeed. Oh, this is awful. My love life is so interesting, but not at the same time. It seems like it. And yeah, the hiccups are killing me. Oh gosh. I'm dying over here. Guess who got into their art program? Congratulations. That's huge. That's awesome. Congrats, man. That's so big. Seriously, congrats. That's incredible. Sorry if I don't sound earnest, but like my throat is like Sounds like I like need a hiccup or like need a cough, but it won't come out. But no, that's seriously so cool. Congratulations. That's really awesome. That is amazing. A big deal, I would guess. A big deal. Okay, there's a lot happening in the lab. I'm gonna pass on that hydrate noob if it's all the same to you. Is that cool? Because that water went down the wrong way last time, and I need to like give my throat a second. I'm sorry. I'll hydrate in like a few minutes if you remind me, if that's cool. If you remind me in a few minutes, I will hydrate then, if that's okay with you. I need a second. Just give me a few minutes. I promise I'm not scamming you. I'm not scamming you. I'm not scamming. I'm not scamming. I promise I'm not a scammer. I'm not a scammer. I'm not a scammer, I swear. Remind me in like 5 minutes. Remind me in 5 minutes and it will be done, I promise. Okay, we got a periodic table of elements. My fave, love science class back in the day. Oh, excuse me. Sorry if you guys heard that burp. That was gross. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, what is happening? My body is just like fighting against me so hard right now. Ugh. All right. Periodic table of elements. Periodic table of elements. Some of the elements are numbered. I don't know why they would be, because I don't know why that's relevant. And there's also a sticky note on the bottom left with an arrow pointing to the left. My guess is that if we line these numbers up with the correct elements, that it will spell a word. I wish I had an actual periodic table of the elements so I could look at it. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Okay. So I guess if we find a boiler room, we can use this to do whatever the hell it does. Who knows? I guess we'll come back to it if we find the boiler room today. Periodic table of elements. So here's my thing. Is looking up the periodic table of elements to solve that puzzle, is that cheating? Or am I supposed to find the periodic table of elements in the game somewhere? Is that cheating? I don't actually know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Weight room, lose half your steps, but it gives us 4 doors in all directions. That seems crazy. I can't afford to lose half my steps, though, so I can't do that. Let's do the commissary. That seems good. That seems good in this case. Let's look for if there's any spare coins on the floor. I don't see any, unfortunately. What's the commissary got to offer? I think I have no money, but we can still check out the commissary. Gem, sledgehammer, set of gems, and then running shoes. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. You can pay me back in streaming Silent Hill. That's not how it works. I'm so sorry. That is simply not how it works. And I submit my art projects. This is exciting. I will 100% use Skyrim to get my models. That's really cool. That's exciting. That's super cool. All right. Now what? Let's do... Let's do... I want to do a chapel. No. No, I don't. I want to do a corridor. Because the entrance hall down here will already connect to this room, and then that might lead up here. So a corridor makes the most sense. Then we don't have to take a step in the chapel and lose... Oh, wait, but the chapel takes money, and I have no money. I should have done the chapel. That's fine, whatever. All right, drawing room, easy. Easy drawing room. Give me that. And we learned last time when I was in here that this chandelier opens a secret safe. Or excuse me, that's a candelabra. For those of you who don't know, it's a candelabra, not a chandelier. I don't know why they call it a chandelier. It unlocks this safe, but I don't have the combo to this safe. We found a save combo in one of our other days, but I've input it into 2 different safes, this one included, and it does nothing. It doesn't work, so I don't know what the right combo is. All right, let's go to this room. Let's do a parlor, I guess. Sure. We could have redrawn the floor plans there, but I think a parlor seems fine because I can do the chess puzzle and get some gems that can maybe use later on down the line. Ooh, what is this? Coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional 1 coin in interest. Ooh, that's nice. Cool. Take that. All right. All 3 boxes contain gems. Well, we know that's a lie. So that's not true. The other 2 boxes contain gems. That's also not true. This box contains gems. That's true. Because only 1 box can contain gems. So there we go. All right. And then what's this room going to be? Ooh. I know it takes more steps from us, but I'm doing the observatory. We've not been in the observatory yet. I want to check it out. I want to see what's happening in here. What is happening in the observatory? What's this? The Fixed Stars. The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Fenn Aries, Bird and Sons Publishing, 1809. Ooh, how long is this going to be? All right, maybe with some reading, folks. Buckle up. Because Skyrim has body slider mods, I use them, and I can make someone with whatever shape or size I want. There's so many different options in the chest, stomach, size, shoulders, neck, etc. I guess that makes sense, yeah. While you'd use them for doing some art, use them kind of like for scales and proportions. That's kind of cool. I never would have thought of that. It's super clever idea. It's pretty cool. All right, preface. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify those constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star is +1 gold. The Twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice is +3 steps. Diamondus Mirror, +1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. I like that one. That's pretty good. Farmer's Apple. Apples are extra delicious today. Clavis, the Key, +1 key. Diamondus Major, +5 gems. Draxus, the Dead. Dead end rooms are more common today. I don't like that. The Sale. Everything is 50% off today. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. All right, that's all of them. Interesting. All right, so there's 1 star today, +1 star for each time you've drafted Observatory. Oh, that's cool. So each time you draft an Observatory, you'll get access to more constellations. That's kind of neat. So it looks like I need to get the telescope aimed at the window, I would guess. Because you can't look at node and constellations if you can't see out the freaking window. No, you cannot. Almost there. Oh, I can't go any further. I gotta make it go up. How do I tilt it up? Probably that big one right there. Probably that big wheel right there. Can I reach it now? I don't know if I can. I can't. Dang it. So now I'm gonna move it back over to the left. Or, no, that wouldn't make sense. Would it? How am I meant to use this? Oh, I understand. Oh, dang, that's turned it all the way back to the left. Why did they make this so slow? This sucks. They made this so slow. There we go. So my guess was, I may go to the left like this so I can reach the big wheel from the stairs up here. It looks like I still can't though, now that I'm here actually. Oh, here we go. Tilt it up like that. And now we go back down and turn it around. Okay, that's cool. So, how was your guys' day? While I'm sitting here just spinning my big old telescope. All right, it's in position. Let's see what kind of constellation we see. The North Star. Game 1 gold. All right, that makes sense. I kind of figured it'd be probably the first one, the most basic one on our first day. That makes sense. All right, cool. We found the observatory. So we can now leave, go back to the drawing room here, and head this way. Ooh, guest bedroom is super tempting because we're getting pretty low on steps. We're getting pretty low on steps, I will say. But that would dead end me over here, which I don't love doing that. And I don't want to do that, so we're going to do West Wing Hall. Now, the danger with West Wing Hall is that the doors are likely to be locked. So if these doors are locked, I have no keys. Okay, not locked. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Very good. Very good. Let's do a kitchen. Cost me a few extra steps, but that's fine, because at least it lets us go to the left. And then what's this going to be? This is going to be... Ooh, this could be the garage because there's 3 keys, which is super nice. A nook or a guest room. Again, the guest room is really good because we're getting really low on steps. Tiring, Thomas. I had a very tiring day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, hopefully you get some good rest tonight. Hopefully you can rest up and tomorrow's a little less tiring. Okay. Oh, this is tough, actually. I think I'm going to go with guest bedroom. We need the steps, and the kitchen should already allow us to proceed north, as well as the security room as well. So we've got 2 ways forward. So let's do... Oh, the garage would be nice, though, to get back to that in case we want it. I'm doing the guest bedroom. We need the steps. We need them quite bad, actually, because we're getting pretty low without them. So I'm going to do the guest bedroom. It makes the most sense for now. This is the note that we've read before about the billiards room game. So we're not concerned with that. So we can go back through this way in the kitchen. I don't have enough money to buy any food, even though I'd love to, because, man, I'd love this club sandwich, because getting those steps would be so helpful right now. But alas, we have no money. We are poor, poor boys. Any other items in here? Doesn't seem like it. No, nothing here. All right. Continuing on. Ooh, we've got a hallway, pantry, and a dark room. Ooh, dark room is super dangerous, but I like it because it gives me access to go right and straight. I'm going to take a chance and go dark room here. I'm going to take a gamble. You guys know I love to gamble. All right. The first time I walked in here and the lights did that, it freaked me out so bad. Because I don't know why it did that. It was very concerning. All right. We can't see what the rooms are, so I'm going to have to guess here, which kind of sucks. We're going to go middle. Furnace? No! You're moving to draw red rooms while drafting? Oh, God. That's the worst thing we could have got, man. Damn it. That's terrible. That's terrible for us. Oh, that sucks. Gonna lurk and go to sleep. I'm so fucking tired. Good night, Thomas. Good night, News. Good night, Be Nasty. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you could hang out for a little bit. It was fun to hear about your thrilling dating life. Get some rest. Rest up, my friend. Hope you have a slightly easier day tomorrow. 12 hours is brutal. So take care. Have a good one. Hope you have a good Tuesday. Thanks for hanging with us. All right, another gamble. The first one didn't go so well. Hopefully this one's a little bit better. Let's go middle again. We can't get screwed over twice now, can we? Pantry, and that actually, yep, that's not good. That's actually really not good, because this is a dead end now for us. Great. Banana is big. Gives us some steps, which we do need. But we're going to have to burn through those steps now, going back around all the way to get back to the security room. So I actually might not be able to even make it back to the security room. Can I? Let me see. Like, if this had just gone straight, we'd have been perfect. We'd have been fine. But no, it couldn't just work for me. Yeah, in retrospect, the dark room, not the best idea. Not the best idea. All right, so if we have to go back to the security room, how's this going to work? 1 step, 2 step, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh boy. That's not ideal. We'll make it. Not ideal. So from here we go to the kitchen. Here we go to the West Wing Hall. And we go this way. Then this way. Then this way. Then this way. And then here. Okay, perfect. Oh my god, the furnace? This thing is killing me. It even has that cool effect on it. That's kind of nice, actually. Weight room and gymnasium. These are both terrible for me. I have to go courtyard, but again, this takes a 3-step requirement. I'm going to be almost done with my steps. Oh no, man. This is bad. This is really bad. Is it better to go to gymnasium, though? I lose 2 going through the gymnasium, but I'm unlikely to come back through the gymnasium, whereas with the courtyard, I'm going to lose 3 steps. Plus the 1 step going through it. So this way I'll lose 4 steps. This way I'll lose 2 steps. You know? So I'm actually gonna go gymnasium. It makes more sense here. It does. It makes more sense. Oh, I remembered I wanted to go check out that periodic table on the wall. Damn. I'm going to. I want to go check it out because it could be useful for future days. All right. I'm assuming we're meant to use an actual periodic table here, and that's not considered cheating. So I'm going to do that. Oh, shoot, where's my phone at? Phone's behind me. So you know what? I was going to pull up a periodic table on my computer here. I don't know why I didn't think of that first. Kind of silly of me. Periodic table of elements. All right, I got a periodic table of elements before me. I'm going to write down in my journal here the letters of the elements as they correspond to the numbers on the chart here. So let's try this. My mic to the side, kind of. Periodic table in lab. It's going to be my header. All right, so I'm going to do these in order of the numbers because obviously I'm thinking, numerical order here. So 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in, 2 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in, 2 down. That is plutonium. Plutonium is Pu. Pu. 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. That is sulfur. Three is hydrogen. I should know that one. 4 is thorium. Didn't know that was a thing. Thorium? Really? Five. Oh, this is a tough one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 down. Is this gonna be like gold or silver? No, that's not right at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait. This is a problem I've just run into. This periodic table in the game is not totally accurate. Or at least not with the way that modern... Hold on, let me find a different periodic table. The way mine is structured is not lining up with this. Okay, this might be better then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I need to find one that lines up with this better, because this one's not lining up very well. Is this like a puzzle horror game? I don't think it's meant to be horror, but it definitely gives like ominous vibes, doesn't it? With like the music and like kind of like the setting. I don't think it's supposed to be horror at all. It's just puzzle, but it kind of gives these ominous, spooky vibes, and I love it. Actually, I like it a lot. Why do you need to look behind you to go to your Google? I was just looking for my phone. But I have a computer, obviously, so that also works. Because it is an older model. Look up 70s periodic table. Oh, that's a good call. See, I was confused. Yeah, I'm going to say this periodic table is not lining up with what I've got. Let me look up then what you're suggesting. 70s periodic table. Still doesn't look quite the same. This one I found might work. It's a 70 element periodic table. Still doesn't really look right based on the way they've got theirs outlined. Let's see. Oh, this one looks better actually. This one looks a lot better, as a matter of fact. Okay, let's try this one I've found. It might work. Okay, I got a new one. I'm going to try this one. It should prove useful because it looks like it's designed the same as the one in game. It's still, actually, no, it's still off. Honestly, I might come back to this because the way this table is so different to the tables I'm seeing online and like the way they're set up makes me think that like this is not, it makes me think that there's a periodic table elsewhere in the game that I'm supposed to be referencing, right? Because this table that they've got is not formatted like any table I'm finding anywhere on the internet. Granted, I've not looked that hard, but it just seems weird. So I'm going to come back to this. Because this is just a weirdly formatted table, and I'm going to look more into this when we need it next time. So I've got at least a few of the elements down. We'll come back to this later, though. Thank you for your help, noobs. I appreciate it. And you might be right with like thinking it's an older table, but since it hasn't been stated anywhere that that's the case, I'm going to come back to this. Because kind of like with the billiards game that we found a little bit ago, we found notes on how to do the billiards game in a different room. So I'm thinking there might be a room that gives us notes more on this periodic table of elements. So I'm going to come back to this. We'll come back to this. Also, did I ever open this console here? I don't think I did, actually. In the laboratory, you're free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Oh. Whoa, what? Choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. Oh, this is cool. Wait, I forgot. I've been meaning to ask you this, and if I don't ask now, I'm not gonna go to sleep. But what did you do for college? Plus, what did you get your degree in, Thomas? I need ideas. Yeah, I personally got 2 degrees in business. I got a degree in marketing and a degree in finance. That is what I did. Now, I know everyone is different, and what everyone wants to do, it really depends on you. if you had more questions about like trying to figure out what you might want to do, I'd be more than happy to talk to you in the Discord and like try and help you figure that out. Because it is the good thing about college is you have time to figure it out. If you don't know what you want to do going into it, you're okay. Some people know right away, and it's great. Me personally, I had no idea. I knew I wanted to do business generally, so I went into the business school and I got accepted to the business school at my college right away because I had good grades and stuff like that, so they took me. So that's what I personally did. I liked the idea of marketing. It's what I'm still pursuing to this day. I also like finance. I like numbers to a degree. I think I have decent financial skills generally, and I find finance topics usually pretty interesting. So which is why I also got a degree in finance. So I got 2 degrees, which was a little tricky, but I was able to pull it off, and it was good because I, 4 years got 2 degrees, which is pretty sweet that I have both of those. So that's what I personally did. If you'd like to talk more about it, be nasty. I'm more than happy to. I'd love to talk about it. If you have any additional questions as far as how I figured those out or what I think of them or like any of that stuff, feel free to ask either in the stream or in Discord, anywhere. I don't care. I'm more than happy to help. I know college is super stressful. There's a lot of pressure. There's so much stuff going on. So I am so happy to help you out and do in any way I can. So yeah, just let me know. Happy to help. I'm not the end all be all, and I'm not all knowledgeable on this. I'm only a few years removed from college myself, but I would like to help out in any way I can. So yeah, I'm an open book as much as I can be. Do funeral directing. News. While I don't doubt that funeral directing is for you because you're very passionate about it, which is incredible, I'm not sure it's for everyone. Maybe Nasty wants to get into it. I don't know. With my luck, if I became a funeral director, I would be haunted by every single person and I'm funeraling for. I'm not good with numbers, so I fear I'm cooked. That's not true. That's not true. Okay, well, look, here's the thing, too. That's the beauty of it. There's more than 2 degrees. Marketing and finance are not the only 2 degrees out there. So if you're not good with numbers, don't worry. There are plenty of other things you can do. Numbers is not the end all be all. And also, if you're not good with numbers, finance does use numbers, but you're not like an accountant. You know what I mean? Finance could be, you're using numbers, but in a way more liberal sense than an accountant might. So they're very different. There's a nuance to both. So definitely do some research yourself and like look up these degrees, what different schools might offer, what the degrees mean, what kind of jobs are associated with these degrees outside of college. It'll help you get a better understanding of what you might want to do. That's what I did, and it helped me out a lot. Yeah, that's my advice on that. Anyways, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. All right, so we need to figure out an experimental house feature. We need to select calls from column A and an effect from column B. So column A, this is a cause. When you're at the red room, lose 5 steps and then something happens. For each bedroom you draft after your second, something happens. And then each time you eat an apple, something happens. Let's do... I don't like that first one because we already have so few steps as it is. We're probably going to have to end the day here soon anyway with how few steps we have. Let's do... What is add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool? What? Oh, aquariums must be rooms. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Why is the game sound just like gone? Weird. All right. It's there. I think it's just super quiet. Is it there? Game sound off or is... Nope, it is very much on. It's just dead quiet. Wow, that is... I don't like that. I wish there was some kind of music. Okay. Let's go back to the experiment setup then. Continue with that. Let's do each time you eat an apple, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. That's kind of cool. You want to create and activate this experimental house feature. After approval, this experimental house feature will remain active for the rest of the day. Yes, please. Cool. All right. That's pretty neat. Research logs. No experiments found. Research logs will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. We'll leave the experiment running. And then log into the network. We can't do that because I don't have the password yet. All right, cool. Okay. So with that out of the way, let us now go to the gymnasium, which is going to cost us 2 steps. Oh, wow. It costs us 2 steps on top of the one to get through the door? Oh, that's stupid. I don't like that. Also, look at this old-timey basketball hoop. That is ancient. Let me shoot some hoops. Could you guys imagine having a room like this in your house? Like your own personal little basketball court? Even just this half-court one? God, it's so cool. That's like Shaq, dude. You know how fun that... Hoople? 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 Brother, what kind of sport are you playing in here? Hoople. The hell are we doing? Playing a hoople. What is this? 3 reds? Are you kidding? Dude, this furnace killed this run. Holy cow. Maze chamber, left click to find items lying around the house. Lavatory just does nothing, which is a red room. And then chapel is you lose gold. Let's just do a chapel because we need the ability to go to other rooms. So I'll lose 1 gold. That's fine. And then we also have this. Ooh. This could help. A bedroom, when you enter this room, gain 2 steps. And then a nursery, whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. That's going to cost me 3 steps, though. So let's go bedroom. Yeah, we're up to 8 now. Whoa, we're so back. We're so back, guys. Huge. Oh, we found the car keys. We didn't make the garage, so that's kind of... Whoa. Aquarium. Aquarium is every color of room. Oh, that's interesting. Not really sure what that does for us, but that's kind of cool. Coat check. Check 1 item to receive the following day. Ooh. Well, seeing as how we're about to... Ooh, I'm gonna put the car keys in here. Because then this day is about to end. We're about to run out of steps. Out of energy. So I might do the car keys. It might be a good idea. I'm so lost because I feel like before most people would get a degree for something they're passionate about. And now I feel like it's more about money. If teachers made more, I would totally be a teacher. I like the idea of teaching, but holy, I feel like teachers do not get paid enough for what they do. They don't. It's criminal. My best friend's a teacher. It's really sad. They should get paid way more than they do. It's a damn shame. Hope I figured it out soon. Thank you guys for the advice. Good night again. Also, Jar Jar Binks is an epic character, Thomas. You take that as a compliment. I love Jar Jar Binks. I just don't know if I want to be Jar Jar Binks. Misa. But thank you. Thank you. Aquarium? You're feeling the aquarium, noobs? I mean, the aquarium's cool. I'd love to just check it out just to see what it's like. But I feel like the code check is way more valuable for us here. So I'm going to do the code check. Trust me, I am like you. I want to see what the aquarium's like so bad. Yeah, I want to see it. Check it out. But the code check seems much more useful here. Because we can check the car keys. And now we can take them out. Next time we find a code check room. So it guarantees that we have them next time. Oh, I just ran out of steps. That was really dumb. I forgot the basketball room takes off -2. So I was going back and forth between the basketball room, the gymnasium, and the bedroom. So I was just losing steps by the second. That was really dumb. That was really stupid. Yikes. That was not smart. Whoa, wait. I just noticed something. Look at these paintings, these stained glass windows on the wall. They have Roman numerals at the bottom. 1, 4, 6, 3, 2, 5. Oh God, now I gotta figure out how that's relevant at all. Now I gotta figure out how the hell is that relevant. How does that tie into things? I have no idea. I'm sure that's connected to a puzzle in a different room. I probably should note that, but now my thing is that going to stay the same for each chapel? I don't know. I do usually find the chapel pretty early on. So I won't worry about writing those down in my journal just for right now, just because I imagine if we need them, we can get them pretty easily later on. Locked? Ah, damn. Is this locked too? Damn it. Dang it. We We've got no keys, man. And with that, that is basically the end of our run. We could go back to the den here and explore these 2 rooms. But seeing as how we've got 2 steps, we're not going to make it that far. So what? We take a step into the gymnasium here. I'm now on 0 steps. And we pass out due to exhaustion. We may have to start a new day. You've put yourself to the very end of exhaustion, and now you must return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow. However, the house might be a little bit different. Yes, it may be. It just may be. I'm wondering if that's me. I wonder if that means the house will be different because I exhausted myself, or just if that's like the normal kind of different. I'm actually not sure. I don't know how that works. I'm surprised you can read Roman numerals. A lot of people can't. I guess. I can read them. I can read them up to like 50 or whatever. Like, I'm not that good. Trust me, I'm nothing special. Just more so like, in a common, very simple way. Okay. I believe we are now on day 5. Okay, this is getting interesting. We're making it a little bit further in the manor each time we play. Although I can see how this is difficult because we're not really given any guarantees each time that we start a new day. We kind of have to just partially hope we get lucky. Like, there is some permanent additions, like the stars for the observatory and the permanent additions here at the bottom. But partially, we're kind of just at the mercy of the manor. We're at the mercy of the manor. Let me check something real quick. Let me grab my phone. Okay. I do see... All right, you know what? I did start a new day, and I do want to keep going because it's actually really fun. I'm really enjoying this, and I really want to keep going. But I actually think I might stop here. I think this is a good stopping point. I did just see what time it is, and it is getting fairly late. And so I don't want to keep going too far and get... Because if I do a whole nother day here, I'll probably end up being like almost midnight for me, and I don't want to go that long. What's down there? Hold on, I haven't made it down there before. Let me see if I can get down here real quick. Oh, I can right here. Oh, sick. Okay, let me check this out for a second, and then after I check this out, I'll probably call it a day. Ooh. Secret room? Perhaps? Maybe that's what the sledgehammer's for. If I get the sledgehammer, I could break these boards down? Ooh, that might not be that's not a bad idea, I think. To try and break that with a sledgehammer. Ooh, that's nice. Whoa, wait, there's rooms down there. Dude, something tells me there's so much more to this game than I'm thinking there is right now. Like, I'm thinking this game could be a lot more complex than I'm giving it credit for. I don't know. Things are getting interesting. I'm excited. I am excited. We found a little tunnel down here. What is this? Just got littered with boxes. Okay. Interesting. Nothing down here of importance. That's cool. All right. All right. Well, this is good to know. I'm glad that I found this, because if I get a sledgehammer in any of our next runs, I'm gonna come try and break that wall. See if that does anything for me. All right, but with that, I would love to keep going, but I think this is a great place to stop. It is getting late for me, so I don't want to keep going too late. If I do another full day, it'll take way too long, so I'm gonna stop here. This has been fun. I'm glad I started this game. I've been looking forward to this. I hope it's somewhat fun to watch. I know not everyone here is fond of puzzles like I am, or puzzle games. So maybe some of you will come around on it, and we can kind of, it'll be fun to check it out together. So that's kind of the hope. So, yeah, gonna keep playing this again on Wednesday because I'm enjoying this. I want to keep playing it and beat it. Probably not Wednesday because it seems like it's a fairly long game, because we've not even come close to getting close to that last room on the map, the antechamber. So we've got a ways to go. that's going to be it for me. Noobs, I hope you have a fantastic night as well. Thank you, my friend. That's very kind of you. Thanks for hanging out, man. I hope you enjoyed the stream, or if at the bare minimum, hope you could just enjoy hanging out and chatting for a little bit. It was a pleasure as always. Be nasty, Tess, everyone else who was lurking. Elena was here for a bit. I hope everyone enjoyed. I had a blast as always. This was fun new game. I'm excited to continue more of on Wednesday. So all right, that's gonna be it from me. Noobs, thank you for sticking around to the very end, my friend. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. You have a fantastic night as well. I appreciate it. Have a great Tuesday, a great Wednesday as well, and I'll be back Wednesday evening. So until then, I will see you next time, and goodbye. Have a great time. See ya. Bye-bye. Peace.